Register kuvota hande kunovota hatiti vanozokopota kutuka vamwe vasina kuvota. Register kuvota hande kunovota hatiti vanozokopota kutuka vamwe vasina kuvota. For presidency nechitupa changu ndeta check ndapinda tonazi monazi ndoda kunyorejesa masalazi maketo yuti yakametesa vemushikashika pamusika varikutengesa kuti kugokwanisa kuvota paunoda manya kuzekiwo rejesa kuvota. Rejesa kuvota hande kunovota hatiti vanozokopota kutuka vamwe vasina kuvota. Register kuvota.
Register to vote and stand with other citizens in voting to be the change our country needs. Stand in solidarity with others to bring dignity into the lives of all Zimbabweans.
Good morning, good afternoon, Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for joining us. You are live on Change Radio, your favorite radio station. We are also live on Change Radio YouTube, Change Radio Facebook, and we are back on ZimI. So we are live on ZimI as well. Thank you so much. This is Election Updates, a special program by your favorite radio station, Change Radio. Please share this video so that as many people as possible can come and watch and know what is going on. You know, we are having by-elections in at least 6 wards in Zimbabwe. One of them, Mutare, is an urban area, but 5 of them are rural wards or rural councils. We have by-elections in Chirumanzu, in Matoko, in Buhera, in Mutare, in Siza, and in Guruwe. And Change Radio will be giving you updates. Of course, we haven't started receiving any results, but we'll give you updates on the attendance, on the turnout, and we'll also look at the electoral environment. We hear that in some places they have been violent. We'll give you all those updates. And let me give an opportunity to my co-hosts here so that they can introduce themselves and say a few words before we get into the updates. DJ Prof.
Masera sei mangwanani mamuka sei kungave kwese kwamuri nzvimbo dzose munyika pasi rose. Isu Change Radio Zimbabwe tauya zvakare tichikupai zviri kuitika sezvamangonzwa kuti tine by elections ari kuitika muZimbabwe in 6 wards across the country ari kuitika ikoko. Tichikupai updates ari zviri kuitika ikoko kusvika results edu abuda ipo pano pane pejuro yepano Change Radio. Saka kana zvakare tiri live pa YouTube channel pedu nepa Facebook pedu. Zvakare tiripo pa YouTube channel ya pa Facebook Yuda and pa YouTube channel ZimI. So now the guy ndi zose ndipe vamwe vazvi introduce indinonzi DJ Prof. Nemi kusvika zvanaka. Thank you so much.
Thank you, DJ Prof. There is some noise in the background. If there's someone at the back who is speaking, please let's mute when you are not speaking so that our viewers and listeners can hear us clearly. Please like and subscribe to Change Radio so that the page can continue to grow. My sister, Kunjani, ko South Africa. Please, you can unmute my sister and introduce yourself. And
DJ Katazile?
Yes, Pro.
Yes, you can introduce yourself.
Salmonani mahlabezulu linjani yonke indawo lapha likhona lichona njani livuke njani igama nguCleopatra Fungayichigasha Moyo uDJ Katazile kaMazulu.
Wow, powerful, powerful. Welcome, DJ. We appreciate you. All right, let's get into the updates. I was just talking to our Deputy Election Secretary, who herself is in Caesar, Ward 4, where a by-election is taking place. We hear that there have been pockets of violence there, but we'll be getting leader Ellen earlier on so that she can give us live updates from in Caesar. But right now, the turnout has been very impressive. I'm seeing here that we have at one polling station, we had 546 registered voters, 359 actually turned out to vote, which is really very good. That's a 66% turnout for a by-election. This is good. And still in Caesar, Ward 4, Estella, if you can check your inbox so that you can flight this information as I go through it so that people can see. Maybe they will miss what I'm saying. At Vumangwe, we're a polling station with 304 registered voters, 188 turned out, and there were 18 assisted voters. That's a 52% turnout, which is also good. And then Luguze registered voters, 450, and those that turned up to actually come and cast their votes, 235. That's more than 50%, slightly over 50%, about 52%, and we had only 16 assisted voters. I'll talk about assisted voters when I finish. And then at Dwaleni, we had registered 291 registered voters, 163 casted their votes by 3 p.m. Zimbabwean time, which is 56% turnout, and assisted voters 6. Now, you know what happened in the previous by-elections. We were having a very high number of assisted voters. Now, in Caesar, we are seeing that those numbers have drastically gone down, which means the noise that you guys made on social media and the Triple C in Zimbabwe, where they complained to ZEC about the number of assisted voters that were being assisted, Nema Sabuku, Nema Chief, in those rural settings, has gone down in Caesar. It means there's been very good voter education. People were told and they listened. This is really good. DJ Prof, I know you have results or rather updates from Matobo.
Yeah, morning viewers and listeners. Good afternoon viewers and listeners. Chokwadi chaicho ndechekuti nezviri kuitika kuMatobo. Ndisati ndanyanya kuenda mberi kutaura zviri kuitika kuMatobo. We have people on the ground. I think we have got champion Sindiso Ngwenya. We had given us an update earlier in the morning on what was transpiring there. I think you can just flight the video so that we can speak to that champion Estella if it's closer to you. Then you can flight that video first.
Siyabona udlamelo olwenzayo ke kufikela lesando kuphela bona ngani luzayenza ukuthi abantu bangabuyi ukuzovota.
Abantu ukuthi bangabuyi ukuzovota ama-chances akhona amalutshwana ngoba abantu basukumile ukuthi bazovota. Udlamelo lathi besicabanga ukuthi luzayenza ukuthi abantu bangasukumi bazovota, bakhululeke, bakhulume into abayifunayo emphakathini, abantu bangabi besesakiswa bethusela. Okokuqala esithembisa abantu ukuthi yikho sifuna ukulungisisa kuqala ukuthi abantu bayekele ukuncindezela lasendabeni zokuthi ama-politician abe-campaigna ngokudla kumele kuzophiwa abantu kube kuncitshwa kuthiwe lowo kakaphiwa ngenxa yokuthi uyilokhu.
The volume is low. I don't know if people can hear that. You can go ahead, DJ Prof.
Okay. Yes, so that was the earlier update. Yeah, tapiwa makuseni nguva ya I think an hour or 2 hours after ma ballot ma election stations avhurwa vanhu vanga vasiri kunyatso kuuya zvakanaka kuma stations kuzovhota. Tisingakangani zvakare kuti ndiko kunzvimbo kwakaita mhirizhonga kana kuti kwakarwiswa vatungamiriri kana kuti vaikambena for triple C mazuva maviri matatu adarika. So ndikoko zvakare kuri kunzi vanhu havana kunyatso kubuda zvakanaka nenyaya yekuti ndingangozviatacha izvozvo kuti ndofunga kuti vanhu vakatyidzirwa kuti vari kutyidzirwa, asi zvisinei nekufamba kwenguva tazonzwa kuti vanhu vanga vakuuya neuwandu hwavo, asi zvatakwanisa kunge tichiwana panguva yanga chinzi vanhu vanga vakuuya neuwandu hwavo, tangokwanisa kuwana only update from one polling station panguva iyoyo. Iko zvino tichiri kutambira mamwe, but one polling station yeMatobo iward 2 panonzipo pa2 polling station nenguva makuseni iwayo tawana kuti panga patovhota vanhu vanosvika 254 and 25 assisted voters. Asi zvambotaurwa nachief kuti tichataura zvakanyanyanya nenyaya yema-assisted voters iwayaya nekufamba kwenguva, and zviri kunzi 11 vanhu vaitwa turned out. I think is another point of discussion there. Tichifamba takadaro pari zvino tichakamirira kunzwa maridzwa dzakasiyana siyana. Ndisingakangani kudza vateri nevatari kuti chiri kunyanya kubata vanhu iko zvinezvi network kunzvimbo kwavari. Tinoziva kuti kwese kwese kunenge kune ma-elections ZANU-PF inotry by all means necessary kuti kusava nenetwork to avoid that communication. Saka kuri kunzi malines anokwanisa kushanda ikoko pari zvino ndeenet one chete. Saka tichaona kuti I think by-elections challenges enetwork zvisinei tichazama kutsvaka kuti tikwanise kuwana ma-results. But for now let me go back to Chief.
Thank you, DJ Prof, for the Matopo update there. If you are on the program or outside the program, please mute so that we don't keep hearing background noise. Before we go to DJ Katasile, we're going to take a short break and play a video that we picked in, I think it was in Caesar or Matopo just before the election, so that you just see the mood that is on the ground. People are excited about what is going on, and the prospects of Triple C winning or picking up more of these by-elections is very high. Remember, all these rural constituencies were in the hands of ZANU-PF. So if we can wrestle 1 or 2 or even 3 from them, that would be great. And we only had one, I think that was Mutare Eben, but all the other ones, folks, please note, they were in the hands of ZANU-PF. We are trying to wrestle them away from ZANU-PF. And I'm very confident that we are going to win at least 2 or 3 of them. Hang in there. We'll be giving you the results as we go, as they start coming in. When they trickle in, Change Radio will be having them and we'll be sharing them with you. But take a look at this video and just, see the mood that people are just happy on the ground. Wow, you can feel the mood there. The yellow fever is still gripping people, and I just want to keep going. Let's keep going with this fever until we get into 2023. DJ Katazile will be giving you updates in the Valley. As you're seeing here, DJ Profa is doing the Shona updates or updates in Shona, and DJ Katazile Ukuluma and give us updates from Guruve. You're on mute.
Ya ngijika njalo Mhlaba Zulu linjani? uDJ Khathazile lapha linika ama-updates aweGurube, ama-polling stations aseGurube. Ya ngiqala nge-polling station yase Mukaera polling station. Before ngiya kuma-polling station ngike ngareceive i-audio ekamama owethuselweyo ngesikhathi kuthange bekulama abantu bezanu bebeholiswa i-fertilizer. Kuyukuthi bebeqale bathi bagebhe amagodi lawa azabe engawokuthi babaholise ama-fertilizer okuthi bazasebenzisa behlanganisa lo mquba lo ababe uthethe kulawo magodi. So bathe sebesiyaholisa abantu ede sebekhetha abantu ukuthi nxa wena ungowe CCC bebekukhipha elayinini igama lakho malibhaliwe ebhukwini lalaba abaholiswayo bebetshela usobhuku lawe wakhona usobhuku ekudelete kulelo bhuku bakukhansele ungatholi lutho. So kulo mama labanye abafowabo visit akatholanga, then ungisendele i-audio yokuthi bamxoxile elayinini badelete igama lakhe. Then I don't know if champion Stella can put that audio. I don't know.
Yes, sure, I can.
Before ngilinika ama results eGurube. Lokhu kwenzakale eGurube kuthanga.
Yes, sure, champion, I can do that.
Oh, okay. Ungabazwisa abantu ukuthi kulabanye abancitshwe just because kuthwele ngama-supporter e-CCC, so which is iZANU-PF ibicampaigna ngama-fertilizers njalo isethusela abantu ukuthi mase besiyavota namhlanje bevote bekwazi ukuthi one mawungowe-CCC bakuncitshile i-fertilizer, and then okwesibili bazokulandelela emuva ngoba sebebonile ukuthi ngowe-CCC.
Yes, sure. In English, Champion Katazile just said we're going to play you a short clip from an elderly lady who experienced ZANU voter. What's the word? Voter.
Who has been threatened by ZANU-PF and they did not give a fertilizer. Yeah, it was about fertilizers. That was being distributed to people by ZANU-PF.
But they refused to give her because she supports CCC.
Yes, because she's a CCC supporter. So they scratched her name, they screened her from the list, and they said we can't give you because we really know you that you are a Citizens Coalition Change support.
Yes. All right. So I will
And
just play.
so she mentioned that there were three of them. And her two brothers. They were not given those fertilizers because they were mentioned that you are supporters for CCC. And they really know them in that community that they are supporters for CCC. So that's why they didn't give them that whole family.
Yeah. Okay. So I will just play the short audio.
Oh, okay.
Tinogara muchimufombo village ndomandiri. Inini ndakanyora zita rangu rakabuda fertilizer kwaMukwenya. Saka ndasvika kwaMukwenya ndopagariwa naasabhuku dare zvikanzi izvo hatisi kuda kuona vanhu verimwe bato vetriple C. Saka inini ndiri musapoto wetriple C. Saka tatenetsana ipapo nasekretari wasabhuku tikatukanzana tikaita zvegara zvakadaro. Saka sekretari wasabhuku masabhuku asogara musangano zvakanzi izvo hapana dhongi rinoyamwa kumombe, hapana mombe inoyamwa kudhongi. Saka imimi bvai pano fertilizer iyi ndeyevanhu vezanu, ndeyekambeni. Asi fertilizer iyi takanyorwa ichinzi ndeyemakomba, takanga tachera makomba. Saka ndova ndabvunza ndikati ko makatinyorereiko? Dai makataura kuti vanhu vezanu ngavachere vetriple C musachere. Zvikanzi zvandataura ndizvozvo imimi. Saka izvozvi ndatodzoka ndiri kunokumba ndanzi ibvai pana hapana chenyu chamunomirira. Vanga vachida kutendirova kutoti ndinotokuda kutokurovai, kutoda kutendirova kutenditukirira nokubatsira kwandinoita vanhu ndichivarapa. Kunzanzi ndo vanhu venyu, isusu hatisi vanhu venyu, tingate kutemherei shamhu tikakurovai, chichi zvese. Ndosaka inini ndazosiya zita rangu ndatomira kuti zita rangu richekewe. Saka rachekewa kudaro ndabvunza ndikati zita rangu mamaricheka maisa ani? Zvikanzi hamunei nokuti muzive kuti taisa ani. Asi imimi zita renyu tadii tacheka, asi kucheka ndatoona vachitocheka. Saka ndazodzokera kumba kuno kwaChimufomo, nditova muvhireji maChimufomo. Ward 4. Chifi Chipuriro, Guruwe North.
You can go ahead, DJ Katazi.
Yes, champions, I'm back again with the feedback of Guruwe North Ward 4 for those polling stations. Mukaira polling station, Maswitsi polling station, Chimfombo polling station, and Rufaro polling station. Ngizaqala ukulinikeza iMukaira polling station ngesikhathi sika 12 as from 7 a.m. to 12 namhlanje emini. Ama-voters ethu abe-134 voters, then ama-assisted habayi-19, which is abantu abasiziweyo aba-assistiweyo babengu-19. Labo abavotileyo kuMukaira polling station babayi-134. Then siye kuMashwitsi polling station, abesifazane abavotileyo we-144 females, then abesilisa abavotileyo males i-97. Kwaba hi-total mase sibahlanganisile abavotileyo abesifazane labesilisa yaba yi-241. Then abancedisiweyo, those who has been assisted, babe yi-18. Kwazothi those who have been turned away abangavotanga babe yi-5. Kusiyafika ngesikhathi sika 1:30 namhlanje emini. Then kwazobuya iChimfombo polling station, voters bebe yi-250, which is aba-assistiweyo babe yi-12. Then ama-turned away babe yi-15 laba ababuyisiwe emuva abajikisiweyo, abasiziweyo 12, abajikisiweyo 15. Kusiyafika izikhathi zika 3 o'clock namhlanje emini. Then eRufaro polling station, i-total yama-votes ibe yi-383. Abesifazana females kuvote i-234, abesilisa males kuvote 149 kwazothi abasiziweyo ama-assisted babe yi-33 then ama-10 away abejikisiweyo babe yi-56 ngelokhu kwenzakale up to ngesikhathi sika 2:15 namhlanje emini. Ngiyabonga bakwethu, yiwo ama-results engiwaphetheyo for Gurube North Ward 4 okwamanje. Ngokuya kwesikhathi ngizayala ngiletha amanye yabe sengenile. Ngiyabonga bakwethu.
Right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Champion Katazile. From my side, I just also receive and wanna my updates from Chirumanzu. Chirumanzu tina mkoma wedu on the ground. Champion Nyasha Mtsindi kwari koko. Very soon tichange tichivaunza panapa kuti zvakare vatitaura kuti chii chiri kunyatso kuitika. Tanzwa kuti kwaChirumanzu kunenge kwamboitika mhirizhonga, so tichavaunza panapa kuti vataure kuti chichamboitika. Asi vatipa ma-polling station updates epa polling station ari kwaChirumanzu as at 12 o'clock this afternoon. Hanzi zvoni pahwata pavhota vanhu vanosvika 86 and 11 ndo vadetserwa kuti those were assisted voters. Pachipedzi tasvika pavhota vanhu 191 and 21 vanga vari assisted voters. Mubvunzo wangu woti kuZimbabwe tine vanhu vasina kudzidza kusvika pakadai here vakomana. Pagambiza panga pavhota nenguva dza12 panga pavhota vanhu 125 vakanga vabetserwa ku
Okay, DJ Pro.
Yes.
Okay, I've just been joined by Mrs. Martinenga here, who is in Buhera. She's not right now where the people are voting, but I just want to ask you one question about what was happening in Buhera in terms of preparations to the elections. My Martinenga Magadi Zvenyu, you are live on Change Radio and on ZimI. Mungatiudze kuti kuBuhera makashanda sei muchigadzirira nyaya by election kwakashandwa here? What are our prospects? How many polling stations are we looking at in Buhera where we're going to be getting results?
Ndoda kufara kutenda kuti vanhu vakashanda as a team. Vakashanda kana imi muri outside the country makashanda nekubetsera nemaposters nemaflyers. Maposters anga akawanda akazara akaenda akaiswa mumaroads nemumatownships. Maflyers vanhu vakanga vakungoona Joramu Muzamba. Isu takaedza kuenda nevamwe veprovince vemwe kana vekunational, ana Bvondo, ana Maitome, ana Chakara. Testaienda ikoko tichinosangana tichiita meetings like last weekend takatotenderera polling stations ese ariwo anenge ari mabranches. Tikaenda kwaZvikare, tikaenda kwaMushongwe, tikaenda kwaNyadi, tikaenda kwaMuzokomba, tikaenda kwaMatsakanure, tichiita pese ipapo vanhu vainge vakamira vachiratidza kufarira musangano wavo, vachiratidza kuti vanoda change. Vanhu vava kuziva zviri kuvanetsa kuti nyika yanetsa kugara, asi vari kuda kuti pave nechange, pave neshanduko, pave nehurumende itsva inenge iri ivo vachamisa. Asi vane makurukota avo anoita ma-MP nemakansela. Saka kuward 24 kuBuhera South tiri kutanga tichifambira kuti paitwe shanduko pachiuya Joram Muzamba. Kansela atinovimba kunaye nokuti ane humility, anoratidza unhu hwakanaka hwekulidha. Saka tinoti vanhu kana vaona izvozvo endi vairatidza kumuda pese pachaenda ipapo vairatidza kumufarira. Tinovimba kuti nhasi 22 October tinokwanisa kupinza Joram Muzamba muofisi ari kansela weward 24.
Tinotenda mai Matinenga, tinotenda nebasa ramuri kuita. Tiri kuona muri kushanda chaizvo muBuhera uku kuti titotora constituency yacho yese iuye ku C. Handiti constituency yamuri iri kuZANU PF right now?
Constituency iyoyo constituency is actually eMbuhera ari kuZANU PF. Iyo constituency yeBuhera South iri kushandwa zvakanyanya yakatorwa naMP weZANU PF. Kana ward iyoyo ward 24 yanga ina kansela weZANU PF akazoshayika, saka pane maby elections zuva ranhasi 22 October.
Tinotenda mai Matinenga, tinotenda. Thank you very much and thank you for the work that you are doing on the ground. We appreciate you.
Nhasi variko vamwe handina kukwanisa kuzoenda nhasi, asi variko vakawanda, handingataure nemazita.
All right, thank you very much. You try and get hold of Honorable Chidziva and my Tommy.
Varipo on the ground.
All right. That was Mrs. Matinenga, you know, but Mr. Matinenga, one of the brightest lawyers that we have in Zimbabwe, a former minister in the inclusive government. And here we're talking to Mrs. Matinenga, who is doing a lot of work in Buhera. And she was just giving us updates leading to the by-election where they are hoping to get Mr. Joram, who is running in Buhera, to be the duly elected councillor for the CCC and increase the number of CCC councillors all over. I said again that we are having by-elections in Chirumanzu, in Matopo, Buhera, Mutare, in Caesar, Guruwe. 5 of these wards are in the hands of ZANU-PF. As we are speaking, we only had 1, Mutare. And the prospects are high, folks, that we are going to snatch at least 2 or 3 wards from ZANU-PF. And that will really be a good thing. If you can remove the banner from there, Estella, so that I can see who has joined us. You are still tuned in to your favorite radio station, Change Radio YouTube, Change Radio, the radio itself. I don't know if there is anyone who is hearing us from the rural areas. I wish the banner can be removed. Have we been joined by Sophie? Is she coming? Come on now.
Yes. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello.
And Champion Barbara too is here. Sorry, Champion Sophie.
Yeah, can you please remove the banner?
Oh, you mean this one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Sophia.
Oh, no, I was just saying thank you for the welcome and hello, everyone. Exciting times, and we're looking forward to a whitewash, a clean wash in these by-elections today.
Yes, Barbara, you can go ahead and greet our viewers and listeners. Okay, looks like Barbara is not there. Let's go to our listeners here as we wait for more updates. I know DJ Prof has more, but let's hear what our viewers are saying here. Madida Ndebele in South Africa, watching from South Africa. Joburg, thank you so much. Denford, Jari, thank you, my brother. Denford, we are expecting you here. We are actually very disappointed, Denford, from the people in your home area in Buhera. They are not coming up with the with the updates that we agreed that they should be giving us. Change Radio actually gave money to people in most of the constituents and of the wards so that we could get these updates. Buhera and Denford has been very disappointing. I will say that to Dr. Rico as well, because we haven't got anything from Buhera, but we just spoke to Mai Martinenga right now. We'll continue to get hold of our people on the ground so that we can get the necessary updates. Kumbuzo Moyo, CC takes responsibility for Zimbabwe. Taman Ngue, watching from Gebs, Hoha Boroni, Dumela Ra, Lazarus Tungani, watching from South Africa. Yes, we appreciate you. Chris Rongekai Kani, Kuma Studio Uko. Zvaita sei kona Chris, give us the feedback.
They don't know
we're doing our best. We are doing our best, Chris, but we accept the feedback so that we can continue to improve. Byron Zimunya watching from South Africa. Vimbai Njovu, Piwaka Nemkuru Wenyu, WCC, and Suzi. Sheuki and good job, Change Radio. Keep it up. We are champions. We appreciate the positive comments as well as we appreciate the negative comments. Same Manyai, what you say, Katazile on screen is different. Don't be like Robert Mugabe Mudede. Be accurate, guys.
It wasn't Katazile's fault. Katazile sent me updates, but I didn't have time to make screenshots of the new updates. So sorry about that.
Okay, so the updates I have been updated. Thank you for that. Watching you from Victoria Campota, Duduzi, good job. We appreciate you. DJ Pro.
Okay. So thank you so much. Again, I just have few updates. Like we said, we are having 6 by-elections of local council in Zimbabwe, and we are trying by all means necessary to get all the updates from everywhere. As of now, I've got the updates from Nsiza. Pablo, Ematebelen South Katazile. Anjo.
Yeah, Ematebelen South.
So in the updates suka kona as of 3 p.m. namhlanje. So at Mleche there are 546 registered voters. As at 3 p.m. there were 359 voted, and 30 had been assisted to vote. The turnout vote, it's 66%. This is very encouraging because people are being motivated to go and vote, and people are being motivated to register and go and vote. At Vumangwe, there are 304 registered voters. By 3 p.m., 188 had casted their vote, and 18 has been assisted to vote. The vote turnout was 52%. At Lubuze, there are 450 registered voters at that polling station, and by 3 p.m., 235 had voted, and 16 had been assisted to vote out of those 235, and the voter turnout also is 52%. At Dwaleni, there are 291 registered voters there, and 163 had casted their vote by 3 p.m. and only 6. I'm saying only 6 because it's a shocking number out of the numbers that have been read through. Only 6 had been assisted to vote. But like I said, we said earlier on that we'll speak more on these numbers, especially on the registered voters and the numbers that have been turned away or not be able to vote. And we didn't get Atina Kuwana vanhu vasina kukwanisa kuvhota pama-polling stations aya, but at Daweni the voter turnout was 56%. Thank you so much.
Thank you, DJ Prof. I was trying to get hold of leader Ellen there, who is in Caesar. Ellen is our deputy elections secretary, and she is on the ground in Caesar. And we will try to get hold of her. People are busy; they're running around. They're just making sure that everything is okay. I was just talking to someone who is in Guruve. They're saying they are doing door to door, going to knock on the door so that people can go and vote before voting closes. And that's exactly how it is supposed to be done. Vamwe ndokutononokera mudzimba mototi budai handei kunovhota. And I think with that we'll take a short break and play one of our songs encouraging people to go and register to vote, so that it's not only registering to vote. When you have registered to vote, you now need to go out and vote. But I'm actually impressed by the number of people that have turned out. It's in all the polling stations, in all the wards that we're talking about, there's been a more than 50% voter turnout. If you remember, there was voter apathy in Kariba and Chipinge, where we got an average of 30 to 40% voter turnout. This time around, we are seeing an increase in the number of people that have turned out to vote. It means two things: that Triple C is doing its job. It's mobilizing, because these wards that we are talking about are in the rural areas. So whatever it is we are doing in the rural areas, it is working. It's encouraging, and we also do not want to minimize the impact that social media has had on our elections. What you write, what you do, what you post on social media, what you guys are posting on WhatsApp, especially in your family groups, in your community groups, it actually helps. So let's keep doing that. We are contributing in so many different ways just by picking up a phone. If you come from Chirumanzi or Matogo or Buhera or Mutare, in Caesar or Guruve, anywhere where we are having by-elections, if you can just pick up the phone and tell someone to go and vote right now, it helps. Remember, every vote counts. We need everyone who is registered to vote to go and vote. So let's do that right now. It worked very well in Matabeleland in the last by-election, where people in South Africa were just calling their relatives and threatening them: we'll stop buying you food, we'll stop giving you support, go and vote, go and vote, go and vote. And it turned out very well. Estella, are you ready with the short break song?
Yes. Is it okay if I play it's a short clip on
Yeah,
voter
sure.
Okay.
Station, ward, local authority.
Regai tiite read constituency.
Panotera pacho konzichi
District.
akakasilipa kanoratidza kuti ndaregister kuvhota. Ndakatorwa mupikicha inonzi BVR, ndikaiswa mukombiyuta ndobva ndapiwa kasilipa. Ndakanzi kasilipa kamusi wandinoya kuzovhota kana ndisiri muvoters roll. Ndinovaratidza silipi yangu.
Ndandatofunga kuti mavhota kare.
Aiwa handina kuvhota.
Ndoyavakupa iyi ende chionai manakiro azvakaita haucharasiki.
Yes.
Wati yako zvese zvakanyorwa hauendiko
zvakarongeka zvakatorongeka.
Right. Mayo.
Nguva hatikuperekedza vaina hatikutomboperekedza
basi nyaya dzedu dziri
kufatomira nemimwe.
Aiwa yasikana hapana nosara roikomiro.
Wow, that's a short drama by our folks in Zimbabwe. They're encouraging people to go and vote, produced by Change Radio, your favorite radio station. DJ Katazile, what do you think about the voter turnout? That we have an increased number of voter turnout at this time around.
Yeah, sibona ukuthi sorry mambo. Ngibona ngathi lo nyaka thina sisiyangena la ku-2023 siyalithatha ilizwe. Bangasethusela, bangasichaya, bangayenzani. Sike sazama ukuthi sibe le strategy yethu emango. But siyabona ukuthi still bayasethusela sigqoka imango zethu. Okusalayo next year thina siyalithatha ilizwe siyawina. I-Triple C yiyo esizayivotela. And ngiyakhuthaza wonke umuntu ukuthi ayevotela i-Triple C. Noma bekuchaya, asibekezelelini ma-champions. Next year, siyevotela i-Triple C. Siyikhiphe iZANU-PF.
Yes, Sophie.
Yeah, it's really encouraging. I think, you know, what DJ Katazile is saying, that, you know what, let's go out in our numbers. And it's quite encouraging to see the high number of voters that are turning out in these by-elections. And I think it's a step in the right direction. If it's a pointer of what is to come in 2023, I think the whole nation should see this, and everyone should step up, take responsibility, and want to be a part of that change, want to be a part of history that is going to happen in 2023. Go out in their numbers, go and vote. But I'm very much encouraged, and I just want to congratulate the team that's on the ground, that has been mobilized for support in especially the rural areas. I mean, we can see that the high numbers, the high voter turnout, that it must have something to do with a lot of work that citizens are carrying out. And I want to encourage other citizens who are maybe a bit apprehensive or not sure about, you know, should I get involved, should I not, who are sitting on the fence, that, guys, this thing is moving, and it's moving at a speed where, you know what, if you miss this opportunity, if you don't jump on, you are going to be left behind. You know, this is exciting. Get aboard, get on board, and encourage everyone. Let's all play our part, whether it's talking to our families, whether it's contributing to the campaigns that are going on, Mugwazo, whatever it is. Put in whatever little you can, make every drop count, and let's all work together. And, you know, we can see that the results of the work that has been happening already are coming to fruition. You know, let's just encourage, and in the little time that we have left in these by-elections, before polls close, like what DJ Katazile was saying, go and knock on every door, go and speak to everyone, go and encourage everyone to get out, go there to the polling station, go and cast your vote, and make sure that you vote, you know, for change. Make sure that you vote for a new great Zimbabwe. Selena there actually saying, you know what, she is also encouraging her family, really encouraging. And I speak to my family every time. This is what we should all be doing, Selena. Well done, very well done. And I encourage everyone else, do as Selena is doing. Speak to your family about them all the time, remind them all the time. Let it be a song on repeat, a long play. You know, Kudara, we used to have those, my LP, the records, that there were singles, and then there were LP long plays. Make your voice be a long play. Repeat it over and over again. Talk to your family, talk to your friends. Register to vote, vote, and defend the vote. Let us all play our part in creating this great new Zimbabwe. Back to you, Chief.
Yes, thank you very much for that. Right, let's keep what we are doing, guys. On social media, we encourage you to keep writing, keep protesting, keep you know, just speaking your mind. It helps. It works, as you are seeing the changes that we are seeing right now. That we're seeing an increased voter turnout. Yeah, voter turnout means there's been a lot of voter education. And voter education, as you know, it's supposed to be done by ZEC, it's supposed to be done by ZANU-PF, but ZEC deliberately never do voter education because they know they don't want the people to turn out to go and vote. ZEC is ZANU-PF, ZANU is ZEC. So they deliberately do not do voter education. So now the onus is on us to do our own voter education, to talk to people, to encourage people to do what ZEC is supposed to be doing to the people. So let's keep doing that. DJ Prof, are you still there? Any updates? Are you trying to call some people somewhere? I know you have a lot of connections there.
Yes, I'm still here. Chief. I'm trying to call a number of people. The fortunate or the unfortunate part is their numbers are ringing, but this shows that they are busy on the ground. As soon as we get in touch of anyone in those words that we haven't get any updates, I think we'll be put them online so that they can speak. As I'm speaking to you, there is a number that is ringing. I'm talking of our election director, Councillor Ian Makone. I think he's also on the ground, but yeah. So we try to give the most recent update to people as they come through. So for now, let's continue with the program, and let's encourage again people to vote. So to vote wherever they are voting today. Thank you.
There we go, folks. I think we're going to gather more information again from our people on the ground. I've just been joined here by Denford, one of the sons of Buhera. Mr. Denford, and those at when you come up to the show, we just call you and we expect you to give us something. What's going on in Buhera? Have you heard anything? I know that's your home area.
Yes. Thank you very much, Champion. In Boera, for now, I've had a situation in which I tried to get in touch with our champion, who actually informed me that along the day he will be updating me. But the last time I heard was when they were actually saying we are at a Muzokomba polling station and people are going around. They're actually trickling in, not a sizable number, but few of them. And then they were also moving around, going to different polling stations to actually assess the situation. That is the last time I heard from them.
And what about the electoral environment? Have you had anything, any violence, any vote buying? Because that's what we've been trying to get.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Denford. Go ahead.
Yes. So prior to just for the past 2 days to up to now, I haven't had any instance of intimidation, any instance of a coercion and people being told to do anything against their will. It seems people are doing their campaigns without anything, except at the very, very remotest areas where we didn't manage to get information. Until now, in the last time I spoke to them, I haven't heard anything about any politically related violence.
Okay, all right, thank you. Please keep us updated as soon as you get something or you get hold of someone. Connect us so that we can talk to them. But as far as support, what support did you guys give to Buhera?
Yes, the last time that we held, I'm sure you were also if you could have participated in the mobilization of funds for Buhera 2024 when we raised more than $1,000, and also we realized that in order for logistical purposes, and I'm also very happy for you guys from Change Radio. You highlighted the fact that you also specifically submitted some airtime vouchers for them to transmit information that was important. On our side, we contributed monetarily, and then as far personally, I contributed airtime for the change champion manager for the candidate there. So there is so much vouchers. A few, because yesterday they were also not complaining, but they had a problem or a challenge in as far as fuel is concerned. But 60 liters, if I'm not concerned, that was actually contributed to help the agents, those people who will be on mobility.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much for that support. It's very critical. Let's keep doing that. We'll come back to you, Denford. Do you have the campaign manager's number? Maybe we can try it. If you can try to add him there. Try to add him on the call while we get comments from Katazile.
Okay, let me quickly. Would you want me to drop and send it to you, or
no? Just try to add him on the call.
Okay.
Try to add him on the call. If it goes on, it goes on. Katazile, you can go ahead and say anything, any updates. Did you get anything more from Guru?
Yeah, I'm back again, champions. I'm still trying to get hold of my interim information secretary. Obenginikeza information. So angamthinti, ngiyazama ukumthinta angamthole emoyeni ukuthi angitshele maybe laye ubenikezwa ngomunye oku-ground. So oku-ground wakhona wakhanya ngathi ngapha sesile network ehluphayo kuyanetha. So ukuthi simthole ngokushesha i-network ingani simhlupha. So I'm still waiting for him ukuthi anginikeze i-update asikamtholi.
Wow. Thank you very much for that. Folks, you know what happens when we are having by-elections? ZANU-PF does something with network, and we always have issues, getting connection wherever we are having by-election. Did you manage to get him, Denford? DJ Prof, you can go ahead.
Yes, so I just managed to get Chairman Makombe, who is in Midlands at Chirumanzu. So he's going to go where there's a network. So when we're speaking of the issue of network, it's real and it's real and it's happening. Where people are, network is a real problem. Now he's trying to call me. Let me try to pick up. Let's see if he can speak now. But I don't think he's gonna be able because he was okay. Anyway, when he comes in, I'll tell you. But I was just speaking on the point of network. Wherever there are by-elections today, network is a serious challenge. But we'll try to get. So what I've encouraged a number of people of them is that they can just send us an audio of update what is happening there, so that it can be aired here. People are agitating. People are eager and they are waiting. They want to hear what is really happening on the ground. So let me wait for that, and then I can also give to you. And we are waiting not only in Chirumanzu, but even from across areas or across the world which are having elections, by-elections today. So we'll be continuing, and like we said, we'll be here until further notice. Thank you.
Thank you, DJ Prof. Yes, we're going to take a short break. I'll just give each of our commentators here to say one or two things, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back again with more reviews, more results, more information on what is going on. If you have anything that you have any form of voter intimidation, violence, electoral violence, or anything that is going on the ground, we rely on you. Change Radio is a citizen radio station, and
just hold on, Chief.
Okay.
Just hold on. Hello. I've got Champion Nyasha Mutsindikwa here. He is in Chirum. It's Boera, right? So I just wanted to give an update to the people here. What is happening there? Any violence or what is happening, especially to the ward where you are now? Just hold on, can you hear him?
ngavarise volume yavo a little bit ngavatoshedzera chaivo kubva vataura kuti vari kutaura vari kupi uye ndivanonzani.
Okay, muri kuti motikari dzeZANU-PF ndo dziri kuwanda ipapo dzakanyorwa zveZANU-PF ndedzemu. Sorry? Okay. All right. So muri kuti motikari dzeZANU-PF dzabva kunana Gokwe, dzakanyorwa Gokwe, dzimwe dzakanyorwa Midlands dzichiuya ikoko kuzoona pawadhi papa. All right. Right. So like I told you, tiri live pa Change Radio nepa Facebook nepa YouTube channel pedu. Vazhinji kana kuti vatari vari kuona vangada kuti kana muchikwanisa kuti torai maybe tuma video clip kuti ava vanhu veZANU-PF vari panapa vakapfeka regalia panapa pari kuvhotwa munokwanisa kuzotipawo here tizopa vanhu. Break. Okay, so can you send us an audio then motutumira tuma video netuma maybe tuma video or ma pictures to show kuti ndo zviri kuitika kwa Chirumanzi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Ish.
All right. All right. Okay, so all right. Yeah, thank you so much. Keep us updated. Tichadzoka zvakare kwamuri tichitsvaka kuti chii chiri kuitika. But don't forget kuti mungototsvakira kuti even mukaita 30 seconds video clip from there then tobatsirana. Thank you so much. All right. So actually, what our person on the ground is, the champion on the ground is saying that zviri kufamba zvazvo zvakanaka, but havasi kunyanya kufara nezviri kuitwa with ZANU-PF, because they are coming nema-branded car eZANU-PF trying to intimidate people around the polling station, and motikari dzitoripo dziri kuonekwa, dzimwe dzacho dzakanyorwa kuti Gokwe apa vari kwaChirumanzu, dzimwe dzakanyorwa kuti Midlands, obviously Chirumanzu iri muMidlands, but dzimwe dze dzakanyorwa kuti Gokwe, dzimwe dzichibva kwakasiyana siyana, but ari kuti izvoni at least vanhu vari kuzviona, hence we ask kuti ngavati tiratidzewo vasiri kuzviona vari panapa. So what he was saying, I'm sorry for the poor sound because network iri kunetsa, I think ku area kwavari ikoko, but we'll try by all means kuti tikwanise kuwana vamwe vanenge vachitipa zvakasiyana siyana. Back to you, Chief, or can we just maybe if we can play something for people just not to listen, or we can play a song, especially register.
Estella, do you have any updates? I'm just seeing here on the group updates from Chirumanzu again. Water Primary School, 80 people have casted their vote so far, which is not so good because that's a That's a polling station with over 200 people, but only 80 people have casted their vote as we are speaking. 190 have casted their votes. 20 assisted, that is the Chipenzi. 20 have been assisted, 19 females and 1 male. 11 people have been turned away. The reason that they've been turned away, registered that some had no IDs or identification, expired passport, and 2 were not on the voters' roll. So it's important for everyone to check their names on the voters' roll. You know, we need those 2 votes. Every vote counts. And then at Holy Cross polling station, that's in Chirumanza again, 234 had voted by 1 p.m., which is very good because this is a polling station with 430 people. So it's more than 55% turnout, but voting is still going on. That's an update from Chirumanzu. And then a not so detailed update from Chikanga Dangamvura. Remember Dangamvura, we had a councillor there. It was Triple C councillor. He passed away. And they're saying at least 935 people have casted their vote. This is also a ward that is over 1,500 registered voters, I mean more than 1,500 registered voters. So at least 60% have turned out to go and vote in Chikanga Dangamvura. We are looking forward to retaining that ward and trying to grab at least 2 or 3 from the other 5 wards in the rural areas.
Yeah, 935 out of 1,500 is not a bad figure. So we hope that, you know, that momentum continues and we get a high turnout at that polling station along with our other polling stations as well. I don't know, Leader Stella, do we have that video from Matobo where despite the violence that we saw earlier on in the week, we had hundreds of residents in Matobo lining up to go and vote this morning. So it's quite encouraging. It's almost, you know, a rude finger in the face of ZANU-PF that, you know what, you can come and intimidate us, you can do whatever you want, but it will not stop us from going to vote and exercise our rights as citizens of this country.
Yes, it's ready.
Thank you. So there we have it. I mean, DJ Katazile, what are your thoughts? I mean, this is almost like a slap in the face of ZANU-PF that, you know, you can come and scare us, you can come with your guns all you like, but we are still going to go and vote. These are people of Matobo. Can you hear me, DJ Katazile?
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, come again. I didn't hear you properly.
Okay. No, I just wanted you, maybe if you could help me, because my Ndebele is very limited. If you could just give your thoughts on what we just saw in Matobo in the video, people lining up, in their hundreds to vote, and more still coming. Especially after ZANU PF went there last week and threatened the citizens, and firing shots, and the violence that the Triple C members and supporters were facing. What is your take, and just a word of encouragement to all the other people who might not have voted, who are still to go out to vote?
Ya, ngiyabakhuthaza ukuthi baphume ngoba isikhathi asikapheli. Kumele baphume ngobuningi. Ilanga likashoni. Isikhathi sesama manje, ilanga lisheshi ukutshona. Abaphume ngobuningi, ngiyabakhuthaza ukuphuma noma bangaze bebuye endlini ngo-8 ebusuku noma ngo-9. Uyachisa lezi insuku, akwesabisi ukuhamba, akusheshi ukuba mnyama, kuhle ngokushesha. Abaphume bayovota ngobuningi. Angithi babonile lawo ma-videos abanye babo abavuka ekuseni bayalayina. Kuyabonisa ukuthi noma bangabatshaya kanjani, asisayifuni iZANU PF, ayisisizi. Abantu balambile ezindlini, abalakudla. Uzobuya ne-fertilizer, uthi uzona ikhampena nge-fertilizer ekumele ukuthi umnike umuntu mahala i-fertilizer akwazi ukulima. Wena uzokhampena ngayo ukuthi uma ungangivotelanga ngizokuncitsha. Vele ngizohla ngiyekela ukukuvotela ngoba suhle wangincitsha, ngiyalamba. You understand? So that's why ubona abantu sebephuma ngobuningi. Abantu bayalamba, balambile abantu, abantwana baya ezikolweni. Vele siyahlukumezeka, sesizama ukuthi siyeyikhipha. Angithi bona bafuna sibavotele ngodlame. Thina asihambeni ngobuningi siyebakhipha ngodlame lwabo bona lona lolu, asihambeni siyebakhipha singenise i-CCC.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
asenzeni ngokuthula, bona belodlame. Thina siyahamba siyongena in queues ngobuningi bethu, sivote sithule. Siyakwazi ukuthi thina siyovotela i-CCC in peace, asiladlame. Siyakwazi into esiyifunayo. Bangaza ngodlame olungakanani, but thina into esiyifunayo siyayazi. Let's just go in peace, queue in peace, sivote, siyevotela i-CCC in peace. Singene esikhundleni sethu, simngenise ujaha, singenise ama-councillors zethu in peace.
Very important, yes. Encouraging, voters to go out and vote in peace. Yes, we know, like you said, people are tired, people are hungry, people are tired, people are tired of empty promises that they've been getting from ZANU PF for years. And they only come with the empty promises when it comes time for elections. But after that, everyone is forgotten, and ZANU PF only thinks about lining its pockets. You're very right. People are tired, people are hungry for change. But I was just talking, I'm trying to get hold of someone as well in Chikanga, Dangamvura, who was just saying that, there was trying to get the videos where ZANU PF is trying to register grade 7s, children who are in grade 7, to register them as voters. So we're just trying to get hold of that contact so that we can come up and have it exposed here and Change Radio. Another disturbing as well, I don't know, Lydia Estella, I think you said you had showed this before some of us had come when you started the broadcast, where ZANU PF is in blatant disregard of the electoral law, and they have set up a desk, a ZANU PF desk, right next to the polling station. I don't know if you have that photo so that our viewers can see that. There we go. And there's the ZANU PF desk right next to the polling station. And there, before people go and cast their vote, they are actually directed or instructed to pass by that ZANU PF desk. This is a blatant disregard. It's breaking the law, electoral law. We don't know why it's being allowed to happen, but we are very grateful to our reporters on the ground for capturing this. And so that, the whole world can see this, that ZANU-PF is using its dirty tactics and setting up a ZANU-PF desk right to the polling station, as we can see there, and instructing every voter to pass by the ZANU-PF desk before they go into the polling station. I don't know, what are your thoughts, DJ Katazile, on this very blatant breaking of the law?
So exactly. Then to a surprise, you find out that they will tell you that no, we did not see that. We were not there, but yet their commissioners are supposed to see this and they are supposed to stop this and these shenanigans to happen, but they are not doing that because it's ZANU-PF. Believe you me, if it was TPC or any other political party setting a desk like that close to an, you could have had these people either tortured, harassed, or abducted, or they'll be in prison as we are speaking. But you can see these people are relaxing. They're even putting their bags on the tree to say, this is our office and we are going to stay here. It's not like they were there for less than 10 minutes. They were there for hours. And ZANU-PF and ZEC, as the election watchdog, are not even looking at these people and are not even going to them to tell them that you are violating the Electoral Act, that the time for campaign is over, gone long time ago. This is time for election. They were supposed to campaign the time they were beating people around. They were supposed to use that time to campaign. Now that time of beating people around is gone. Now they are campaigning on the police station. This is uncalled for, my leader. But on that note, I've got an audio update that I got from Chairman Makombe, and I just want people to listen to this and hear what he's saying with regards to the election that is happening again in Chirumwanzo.
We're not hearing anything, DJ Prof, if you're playing something.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Are you playing something?
Am I playing?
Your audio, we are not hearing it.
You're not hearing the audio?
No, we are not.
If
If it's in your phone, you can, in WhatsApp, you can play it from there. The microphone will pick it up.
Let me see. Oh, maybe it's my mic that is off. Okay. If I play, just tell me if you are hearing it now.
No. Nothing. No.
You can't hear that.
No. Maybe do you want to try and send it to Leader Estella and see if she can?
Let me share a sound. Let me share a sound. Where can I share the sound? Let me invite. Let me just share because I want to play it from WhatsApp.
Okay.
Let me share here. No. Yes. Sorry. Just give me. 1 second. I'm trying to check where can I share it now.
Okay. While you're checking, we've got some new statistics, new information from Buhera South. Maybe we can announce that while you're trying to get that important audio out to us. These are the latest statistics from Buhera South Ward 24 as at 4 p.m., so just about an hour ago. Muzokomba Primary, 271 people have voted, 4 were assisted, and 7 were returned. At Tsakanure polling station, we had 223 people had voted, 21 were assisted, and 8 were returned. At Zokomba tent, 320 people had voted, 9 were assisted, and 14 were turned away. At Jekare Primary, 183 people had voted. Of those, 21 were assisted and 15 were turned away. At Maboko Primary, 103 had voted, 10 were assisted and 2 were returned. At Nyadi Primary, 122 people had voted, 17 were assisted, and 1 was returned. So these are the updates so far as at 4 p.m. And one that's just coming in at Mushongwi Primary, 465 people had voted, 26 were assisted, and 22 were turned away. So that's quite a high number, 465 at Mushongi Primary. Of those 465, 26 were assisted and 22 were turned away.
Wow.
You have
Wow.
audio ready, DJ Prof? Oh, sorry, yes, Mambo Sose?
Yeah, I'm actually impressed by Buhera. The voter turnout is really good, and the number of people that have been retained without voting is actually very low, which is what we want, which is very good, which also means that the people in Buhera are doing a good job. It means that they've educated the people, they have spoken to them. The voter turnout, as I'm seeing here, it's really good, and I'm just hoping and praying that our candidate Joram will do well there. I'm seeing an audio here, Estella from Oskido, who is in Buhera, one of our people in Buhera. I don't know if you can download it and play it. I haven't played it. Let me before maybe let me listen to it first. You never know what you play.
Fine. Just giving an update of what's going on in Buhera. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's like
Maybe in the meantime, I can play DJ Prof's audio.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Oh,
Leo, are you? Who is sharing DJ Prof?
okay, so leave it.
Panama contacts.
Right, I'm just playing it from my phone. If that doesn't work, then I'll share from.
Good afternoon. We are here at Chirumanzu at Ward 6 by-election. Voting has been quite okay since morning. We are only worried about the threats and violence that is being perpetrated by ZANU-PF. Even starting last night, where there have been some clashes, ZANU-PF beating our members here and there. And this afternoon, about 100 or so youths from Kweru, Kwekwe, and Mvuma have been deployed in Ward 6 to beat up Triple C members. And we are defending and we are protecting our vote. We'll update you as time goes on. But so far, the number of people who have casted their votes is not bad. I think it should be more than 50% of those that voted. We'll update you later.
That's Chairman Makombe, right? In Midlands.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So, folks, as you can see, Change Radio is ready to be giving you constant and instant updates as the situation unfolds in Zimbabwe, and we'll be doing the same with the results as well. So keep tuned, keep sharing the video so that we continue to deliberate. And if you want to join, the program, please request. We'll send you a link. And you can come and say something, especially if you have information from the ground. As I was saying earlier, we actually Change Radio rely on citizens. This is a citizen radio station. We do not have big funding like ZBC has. We run our radio station on a shoestring budget of $520 a month, and ZANU PF runs Dead BC. I know Sophia wants to call it Dead BC. Dead BC, on a budget of millions of dollars per month, but we are still, doing what we need to do, giving you the information it is happening. So if you have anything that you are getting from your folks on the ground, send it to us, and we will publish it. And if you want to come and talk about instances that are happening in Zimbabwe, feel free to request for a link, and we'll connect you. We can also connect you via audio. You can call our numbers here. One of the numbers that you can call, 850-559-6287. The number again, 850-559-6287. If you want to join the broadcaster, or if you have any information of what's going on the ground, let's do so. I think, Sophie, the video, the audio, have you played it? Is it not something about Mujolo or something?
No, Mujolo. Mujolo Yangisa. No, there's no Mujolo.
Yeah, I learned that way. The other time I pressed the button to play an audio, and then I was live. And what it was saying was not what I was expecting. I had to delete that video, the whole video.
Lesson learned. Anyway, here's the audio from Mosquito. No, it's very much related to what we're talking about. It's just an update. If it's not loud enough, maybe Leader Estella, you can come to my rescue and play it loud.
Maswera say vanhu vose vemuzimbabwe situation iri kuno kubvira south ward 24. The situation is very calm. No violence is yet recorded around the polling stations. We are still voting. Now some people are still at the lines to go and vote, to cast their votes. We will update you very soon the statistics of all the polling stations.
Okay, so that's Champion Mosquito, live on the ground in Buera South, and just reporting that the situation is very calm. And I'm sure this is why we saw the huge number of voters coming out. One polling station recorded 465 voters by 4 p.m. So I think the environment it's okay for people to go out and vote. And let's just hope for the best. And we will be giving you the results as they're coming in. And so stay tuned, sit tight. Change Radio is going to be bringing you the results as and when they come in. Back to you, DJ Prof.
Okay, so from my side, I haven't get some updates, but I think we can just go through our lovely viewers and listeners have been commenting and been contributing on our. So we just want to go through a number of them that have been with us. Go to Handia Runokunda, Hans, keep up the good work. Please, when you are choosing candidates, the best and popular ones, we want change. Okay, the change start with you, my champion. You are the one that give us the candidates from wherever you are, and people have to. The president, Advocate Nelson Shamsa, says that the people come. I mean, our candidates come from people, and it comes from you. Nigel Mpara Zanz, Nigel Mpara Nyama from Rushinga Pachimanda, Popariseko Pachimanda, Monomai, Pachimanda Dopaziva Zakanyanyisa, Kurise Kunana Rusambo, Kunacho Mtukutu Mazoe Say. Hansi watching from SA namkoma Mike Noah Mtasha. Mkoma Sean Kanembera Hansi watching from Zaire. Oh, DRC. Vakomana Change Radio yaenda nenyika. Watching from Johannesburg Ngobile Ndlovu. Angeline Mohanzi, hi guys, murisei isusu tiri bo paChange Radio sezvauri kungoona tiri kubwinya tiri right sterek. Watching from Mauritius, thank you so much Change Radio yakatekeshera. Koma Samuel Hlaba Mandevu hanzi watching from Nelspruit. Oh, apo munenge mitori kuMozambique kana muri kuNelspruit, asi impumalanga kai Africa ndo zviri kuitika izvozvo. Zvikanzi izvoni naVincent Smart watching from AS. Handizoti angada kuti SA here kuti AS handizive ipapapo. Angeline Zakare, thank you so much. Good job. Namkoma Comfort Mduduzi. Good job. Thank you so much. It encourages us as we go. Watching from South Africa, Mkoma Mambotaura Nezhazo, Mkoma Tafa. Watching from Sorowe, Botswana. Thank you so much. In Gaborone, Sorowe Koko. Keep updating so we know what is happening back home. That's our wish. Diaspora voting iri kuramba here. Zvakuda vane updates zazo. Hatikwanisi kuzvipindura nguva inoi, but we keep on fighting and help us to fight that until we get that. Until we get that, we go to God. Ngoma Vincent again watching from South Africa. Hanzi ko ku Triple C hakuna vanhu vari kuredzwa nepfumvudza. Vanhu vanoredzwa nepfumvudza mukoma Jairos ndevanhu vasingazive pfumvudza. Pfumvudza yanga itaridza kuti tinofanirwa kunge tichiwana chikafu munyika, but kutaura kwandiri kuita iko zvino Zimbabwe pane feedback iri kuitika. Anyway, inenge pari kudarika motikari ndobva yambopfuura yozodarika futi.
Haisi mota dzeZANU-PF here idzodzo dziri kukuteerai.
Ameno. Saka ndakataura kuti nyaya yepfumvudza kuti mukoma izvezvi kutaura kwandiri kuita kuno kuZimbabwe iri pamanyamamire neRongo neZambia, kukwereta kukumbira kuti impota chibage hakuna pfumvudza. Mamiliyoni emari yakaenda, but zvakabuda iko pfumvudza hakuna. Saka vanhu vanenge vachitaurwa nezvepfumvudza vanenge vataurwa nezvepfumvudza isiko, vasingaizivi. Asi vanoiziva vanoziva havo kuti iBlue Mango style, green kunze yellow mukati. All right, Hansi, 2023 we are whipping away the ZANU-PF MPs, councillors. Yes, with their president, ZANU will be forgotten. All tactics to be used. Blue Mango, etc. Not green mango. Mkoma Jack. Thank you so much for your comment, Mkoma Jack Wangwenya. Again, how Zimbabweans allowed well-known thieves and murderers to root main. It is gullibility, disability, stupidity. Hey, yeah. I get you. Dictionary, don't worry. I think it's really encouraging. Let's speak with our family back home. And this was a ZANU-PF must go. So sickening what they do. They only care about themselves, not others. How can you vote just because there is a radio station in your area? Vanodya radio here. Ndo makambenza anotaurwa iwa ine ZANU-PF kuti takakwisira radio. Indai motovhotera hamene tovadaisa radio dzive mbiri here. Kana vakatoisa. Watching from Somalia, Mkoma Itai Mshongwa, thank you so much. Oh, Somaliland. Zvakaoma. Okay, right. Okay, champion Barbara izvoda explanation handizive kuti anyway, let's move. Watching from Cape Town, Mkoma Mkaira, thank you so much in Cape Town. Muri papi mu Cape Town. Muri kuokera muri kupiko kukailicha here, kujanunu here kana kuti ku Deft kana kuti ku Rondebosch, muri papi chaipo chaipo. Inox hanzi naro basa vagoni varo muri sei mubva machasign kechi1 watching from Victoria, South Africa. Then ndobva okay, Change Radio is already delivered tima hachina break Zambia ndi murisero vahichilema ikoko muti vari sei mwaudoti triple C iri kutevera matsimba ngandipedzise nekumira pana mukoma Cosmas Tanyanyiwa hanzi watching from Francistown, that is in Botswana. Thank you so much Francistown. Muri padhuze nepaplumtree endai munoregister kuvhota mukoma Cosmas kana musati maregister kuvhota. Back to you, Leader Sophia, to the studio. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, DJ Prof. I was just thinking when you were talking about Fumvudza, there was a comment there about Fumvudza. And I was just thinking to myself, you know what? ZANU-PF, the leaders, they steal the command agriculture, they steal millions and millions, and then they steal the tractors and the farming implements, the technology they only keep for themselves. And then they tell the masses to go and dig those deep holes. Have you ever seen that the Fumvudza holes, how deep they are supposed to dig? And I don't know what is the benefit of that, or I don't know what, even the Mdumen, Anam Dumen, I don't think they used to tell people to go and dig holes like that. And it's very labor intensive. It's very, very painful in this heat. So, it's just like I always say, ZANU-PF is just a slap in the face of the masses. Take the tractors and the combined harvesters, and then they tell the millions to go and dig those people. These are the people that you cannot be voting for. These are the people who don't have you at heart. They don't care about anyone else. So don't listen to them. Don't go and vote for them. Vote for change and go and queue up. There's still time in the areas where we have the by-elections. Go and queue up and let's go and vote. The number there to contact Chief, if you've got a voice note about what's happening in your area, or you just want to share anything in relation to the by-elections that are happening, or beyond anything else to do with ushering in a new Great Zimbabwe, you can contact Chief Mambo Sose on that number there, +1 850 559 6287. The number again, +1 850 559 6287. And before we go into the video, I know, Lydia Estella, you've got a really interesting video on Chirumanzu. Before we go into that video, I don't know, DJ Katazile, do you want to say something before we go?
Yeah, I have an update, but it's an audio from another councillor from Guruve North Ward 4. I don't know whether, can I play it?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay. Are you hearing it?
Candidate yanga yakamirira triple C, yakamirira triple C muward 4 Guruve North. Ndinoda kukuzivisa kuti nezuro usiku ZANU-PF yakatorarira ichipa mafertilizer kuvagari vemuward 4 apo vaita vote buying. Vakavapa zvokudya zvinhu zvakatowanda zvakavapa vachitenga mavhotsi. Asi nhasi uno tatamuka tichienda kumapolling station, taona vanhu vachifamba vachienda zvakasununguka zvikuru. Pamatsitsi chimufumbo mukuyanya nerufaro tasvika kwose ikoko taona vanhu vachivhota murunyararo pasina kutyisidzirwa. Pane dzimwe nzvimbo dzatachosangana neto ndamupinga tudiki asi akakatisiona kunyanya kuti tingati ma-elections edu akanganisika seizvozvo. Ndaona isu pakufamba kwedu mafariro tanga tichiitirwa nevanhu isusu pari zvino tine tarisiro yekuti tinogona kubudirira apo pachapera mavhotsi manheru. Tine tarisiro huru kuti tinogona kubudirira zvikuru. Kutanga tichiona mafarirwo angachiita atanga tichiitiwa nevavhoti. Toda kutenda madhona vose vakaisa ruoko pamabai elections emuno muward 4. Tinoda kutendai zvikuru. Toda kuti Mwari vakuitirei zvakanaka. Vose abata namaoko nepfungwa zvese nokuita vose toda kuti Mwari vakuitirei zvakanaka. Mwari varopafadze vose vakatambanudza maoko. Ndinoda kukutendai vose vakateerera panguva ino. Ndonguva ino yandiri kukuzivisai kuti takatomirira kuti vanhu vapedze mavhotsi. Tine tarisiro yokuwina. Tatenda zvikuru nokuteerera kwamama makaita. Tatenda zvikuru.
Yeah, it's finished. It's Councillor from Guruve North Ward 4. A name withheld.
Understood. But the important thing is that the information has been brought across and the information has been shared.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Champion Estella, do we have that video from Chumanzu? I think it was in the studio.
Yes, it's ready. I can play it.
Thank you.
All right.
Maskati panapa mamiri akaita zvinhu ndekuti vanhu vakunovhota vari kuenda paZANU-PF iri kudhiplaya mayouth pamasenders vachidzinga ma-election agents. Ndo mamiriro akaita zvinhu iko zvinezvi. Saka kune vakomana veTriple-C vari kutenderera but upenyu hwavo hweve chingori pariski zvinenge zvisina kumira zvakanaka zvekuti even nyango Triple-C ikadliwa inenge yadyiwa because of violence and intimidation. But vanhu vari kuenda zvavo kunovhota because police at least inenge yakwanisa kubetsera zvekuti vanhu vari kukwanisa kuvhota vasingavhundutsirwi zvavo. Ndo mamiriro akaita zvinhu iko zvinezvi. Hapana atarohwa but musi weswerazuro kwakarohwa vanhu pane paGambiza vachipiwa zvimambeu zvima2 ma5 kg asi vachirohwa vapiwa masabhuku makuru madhara achirohwa vachipiwa. Election zvayo but ZANU-PF yashandisa violence inotyisa.
Saka vakapiwa fertilizer ndokavarohwa kuti pamusoro pazvo.
Like that.
I don't understand it. So, okay, they get fertilizer and then they get a beating on top of it.
Yeah. It reminds me when I was growing up. Uchinge watadza zviya wonzi nhasi haudye kusvika ndakurova. Kana ndakurova ndokuti uzodya. Utanga warohwa wonzi naye tichenda unodya. Exactly ndo zvavanga vachiitwa izvo.
Oh my way.
Right. Besides that, tine nguva wakadze kunyeveniswa mukana. Ndine comment yandaona panapa. Ndada kushedza chief kuti uyai muone comment iri panapa. I think ndini nemi tiri kutaurwa. Zvanzi tinodada nebasa ramuri kuita. Pachange radio.
Alamkanya.
Aiwa Joyce zvawaita izvika. Vamwe hatisiwa nhere isusu ana chasura chatibwege hatisiwa
no, dai matonyararo yenyu.
Anyway, Joyce, thank you so much.
Nobuka Joyce ndimwene wazo chete.
Baita chikamari.
Saka aiwa ndini chete nachivi tiri kutaurwa apa vana mukanya hakuna umwe mukanya panapa. Yeah, so that's the nyautsamukano yanaitaura tiri paredio tinombofara tichiona kuti but anyway, thank you so much, Joyce, from Middleburg in South Africa, for that comment. Chief Mauya, yeah, you were in.
Yeah, I wanted to say something on the audio that was played by Katazile on the issue of vote buying in March Central in Guruve. Ndiri kuona vamwe vanhu vachichema, ZANU-PF ichachema because vanhu tiri kudzidzisa kuti kana fertilizer yauya endai munopiwa, kana pfumvudza yauya, chese chauya nepfumvudza endai munopiwa, kana kukauya mari endai munopiwa. Asi iwe uchingoziva kuti mangwana ndiri kunoziva pekuisa X, ingoziva pekunoisa X. Musarege kutora mari, musarege kutora zvinhu zvavanouya nazvo zveZANU-PF. Vanhu vese vakateerera, udzai vanhu vari kumamisha uko kuti ngavatore, kana iri minda, kana chiri chii, ari maprograms anouya eZANU-PF. Chero kutoenda kumarali avo, endai, hazvana nebasa rese. Kana kutopfeka regalia yavo, pfeka, utowana chekurarisa, chekuenda kunofudzisa mombe. But just know where to go and put your X. You know, that's why I was we did a program defending Baba Harare. People were fighting him, castigating him. Why did he go and attend a ZANU-PF function? Hazvina nebasa rese, chine basa moyo wako. And I also saw some people saying a lot of bad things about teachers in Zimbabwe that were rounded up, that were forced to go and attend the big program by Emerson Mnangagwa in Harare. I mean, I come from a teaching background. I'm in many groups. Zema teacher of Zimbabwe. People are looking out for their families, and they are told to go and attend a rally or attend a program. Yes, ZANU-PF. Vakasadaro, they'll be victimized. Vakasadaro, they can even lose their jobs. We don't want anyone to lose their job because they're supporting Triple C or they don't want ZANU-PF. Let's be logical about this whole thing. Let's be smart. It doesn't matter how many people attend Mnangagwa's rallies when they've been forced to do so. We know people have been frog-marched to attend Emerson Mnangagwa's rallies. But that doesn't make you ZANU-PF if you are Triple C at heart. So, vanhu vekuguruve, kana makapiwa fertilizer, rovai fertilizer, torai fertilizer, but just know where to go and put your X. Burumango strategy. Back to you, Sophie.
Thank you so much, Chief. DJ Prof, ndaona comment yamamboverenga anga akati blue mango. Mukati no, green mango. Mapama hanzi buru mango. Anga achida kuti buru mango, not blue mango.
Okay, all right. Blue mango. All right.
Ndatotewo kuti blue mango ndeipi, adoti buru mango.
Zvakanaka kuita ma-analysts zvinoanalyzwa zvakadaro. Nhasi Botswana yakadzora mwando. Vari kuona vari kuBotswana hanzi bhora mberi, the victory is certain. Vari kuBotswana ivavo ndimukoma Takura Shumba. Kuita mukoma Walter zvakare vari kuBotswana hanzi ndiri kutabanga kuBotswana zvakare. Botswana haisi kutombomira asika Cape Town ikati haitisaririre. Tiri kutoona tiri kuCape Town, tinotenda nebasa ramuri kuita, Chief and everyone in studio. Thank you so much. Nimkoma, I think it's Buti Mshaya. And thank you so much for giving us the information. Exactly, that's what we want, the information to arrive to people. I think very soon again, tichake kuti tingakwanisa kuwana here ma-updates on the ground. Tasara ma minutes kuti zoni not kuti radio isvike kwamvura yacheka makumbo, asi ma-elections asvike kwamvura yacheka makumbo. Ndinofunga ma-polling stations ese achanga achivharwa na7 o'clock. Saka tasara almost 45 minutes kuti mapolling stations avharwe, and novimba kuti iko zvino izvi zvinhu zvaakuitwa go slowly tinopedzisa muri kuupdata somewhere tiri panapa. Anyway, so back to you, leader Sophia. I think one song. I can't play it from my side because so I'm not sure if I play from this side. Pane zvinozonzwika here, but ndanga chida kutombonzwa kamboka mukoma Cooksman vachiti handei tinoregister kuvhota. Maybe ndingatrya ukaplaya kuno kumunduudza kuti kari kunzwika here. Kana kasiri kunzwika, I hope kuti IT department inenge ichitidetsera ikokoko. Mina ndizame pano. But I think Mike Yangu is not picking what is playing here. Because inini kana muchindinzwa munofanirwa kunzwa noise iri munomu. Saka kana isinganzwike noise iri munomu, which means ndatova nemushini wakakosha wekuti chero vanhu vakaimba dhindindi full time kuseri kwangu ine ndiri pabasa hapana chamunonzwa. So handisi kukwanisa kuplaya that song again, maybe because of that situation, maybe because I'm also the admin. Saka ndofuna kuti kana chida kuplaya something I have to share it, but I'm not gonna share that now. Maybe let's leave it. And I doubt Timbo. Kana mune any song from that side, IT department, you can give us a song yekuti vanhu vamboteerera tichimbotsvaka more information around.
Yeah, I think we can find Madzore here in studio.
Yes.
Madzore, let's see.
Yeah, let me just also get something up.
Okay, there's something wrong with that.
Okay. I see. Because ndanga ndichida kuisa this video again, but it seems like it's not here as well. Let me try to play from this side. kuitawo zvairi kuitawo ipapapo, but nyaya iripo ndinongonzi hatisi kucheuka nhamo yatakaona. Alright, zvisinei, I'm trying to figure out something.
Register kuvota hande kunovota hatidi vanozokokota kutuka vamwe vasina kuvota. Register kuvota hande kunovota hatidi vanozokokota kutuka vamwe vasina kuvota. Presency nechitupa changu ndeta check ndapinda tonazi monazi ndoda kunyorejesa masalazi mageto yuzi yakamejesa vemushikashika pamusika varikutengesa kuti ugokwanisa kuvota paunoda manya kuzekiwo rejesa kuvota. Rejesa kuvota hande kunovota hatidi vanozokokota kutuka vamwe vasina kuvota. Register kuvota.
Register to vote and stand with other citizens in voting to be the change our country needs. Stand in solidarity with others to bring dignity into the lives of all Zimbabweans. Here is the list of the ZEC provincial officers. Please phone for free on 0808 0219 for more information. In Bulawayo Metropolitan Province, the offices are located at number 16 Centenary Court, Windsor Park Building, 16th Avenue, in Famona, Bulawayo. Harare Metropolitan is at 95 Jason Moyo Avenue, 4th floor Cecil House, in Harare. In Manicaland, they can be found at 1st floor, New Government Complex, corner Robert Mugabe and 4th Street in Mutare. In Mashonaland Central, they are located at 2nd floor, Mutunga Gore Building in Bindura. In Mashonaland East, they are located at number 2, 5th Street, Marondera. In Mashonaland West, the address is 78 Robson Manika Drive in Chinoi. Mashingo can be found at number 10, Hellet Street in Mashingo. And for Midlands, the address is 10th Street, ground floor Government Complex in Gweru. Matabililand North can be found at 16 Centenary Court, Windsor Park Building, 16th Avenue in Famona, Bulawayo. And Matabililand South is located at 1194 Big Ben Road, Jahunda in Gwanda. Your vote counts.
Back to you, Ms. Sophia.
You're on mute, Leader Sophia.
Oh, sorry. No, there's just an audio that I've just received. I just want to vet it first before I send it to the studio. Can you just give me two minutes, please? Maybe DJ Katazile has something that is burning that she wants to share.
I have a video if DJ Katazile doesn't have anything.
Voting has been going on smoothly since. Hello, Sophia. Voting has been going on.
We hear you. Okay, it's all right now. It's all right. DJ Katazile, did you want to say something?
She's also on mute.
Let me try to unmute here. You can speak now?
Yellow?
Yes, can hear you.
I'm still waiting for some updates from this champion that I'm chatting to.
Okay.
I do
Yes.
have a short clip. That is
Yeah.
Okay,
ready.
the audio is ready. Maybe before the short clip, leader still, if that's okay.
It's all right. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks.
Hello, Sophia. Voting has been going on smoothly since 7 when the polling booth were opened. We had up to 935 at 4:30 this afternoon. We hope to have gone past or made up to a thousand plus by the 10 of the 7 o'clock. It's been peaceful. That is what we have been made to understand. There hasn't been any reports of violence. We hope it continues like that. But we had some challenges regarding people that were turned away from some of the polling stations they intended. You know, the system is like you have a polling station A and B, and some people would not find their names at a polling station A or B. Some would not stand it, they would walk away, while others insisted and they were determined they would go and still look for their names. The police station suggested, and they would make it. We hope there will be an improvement in the numbers by the end of the voting time, which is 7 o'clock. We will continue to update you on the numbers should they change significantly. Thank you.
Okay, so that's quite encouraging, and we are hoping that the numbers in Buera will go into the thousands plus. But this is also quite encouraging because this is the area where the former our former late president Morgan Richard Trangirai came from. So these are people that are going out, they're conscientized, and they know exactly what they're going to vote for. So we can confidently say that we will know which way the results will swing towards. But stay tuned, and we will be giving you those results as they start to in. The polling stations are going to close in the next maybe 30 minutes or so. Stay tuned, stay with us, and we'll be giving you an update of those results as and when they are coming in. I think, Champion Estella, you had a clip that you was in the studio that you had to share that maybe we could play for our listeners and viewers.
Yes, thank you, Champion Sophie. The clip is a by-election update from Dangam Vorachikanga. It came earlier on in the day. I will just play it.
Voting is going on smoothly in our Ward 18 of Dangamurachikanga. We have received no reports of violence up to now. We are happy it has remained peaceful until now. However, we have received reports of people not finding their names on one particular polling station. Some not finding their names on A, while some are not finding on polling station B. We hope those that are finding this mix-up are proceeding to the next polling station to find their names. The figures up to 2 this afternoon, we are informed 716 people had cast their votes. We hope the numbers will increase by the end of the voting, which is at 7 today. We will keep you informed. We are obviously hopeful that come the counting, we will emerge victorious.
Yeah, Champion Estella, there seems to be a trend here going on in the audios that are coming in from the reporters on the ground that the voters, when they get to the polling stations, there's a mix-up of where the name should be, either polling station A or B. This should we be worried about this trend, DJ Katazile, DJ Prof? Should we be worried about this trend because it's coming out in different polling stations now? That people, the areas where we're having the by-elections, rather, that you go and you're told no, your name is not in polling station A. Go to polling station B, and there's a mix-up, and people can't really find where their names are. Should we be worried about this trend? DJ Katazili.
Yes, mina ngibona ngathi we should be worried about it ngoba yabona mangizofika ku-polling station eMfombo bethi ngiye eChirefu, of which ngesikhathi mangisiphuma eMfombo ngisiya eChirefu ngizothola eChirefu bengidirector futhi ngithi ngiye koSatha, and lokhu kuyabe kundlela isikhathi until ilanga lize litshone ngingavotanga. Uyayibona? Of which kuhamba kanjani ukuthi mina ngirejistele lapha eMfombo bese kutholakala ukuthi bathi igama lami selikosatsa or selisemrefu. Kuyabe kuhambe njani ukuthi igama lami litshintshe khonapho, of which yikho lapho engirejistele khona? Just i-tactic yabo yokuthi eZANU-PF yokuthi mina ngispende the whole day ngihamba ngingavoti ngoba bayakwazi ukuthi abantu abaningi ngabe-CCC.
Yeah, it's a tactic. It's a worrying tactic. Yes, DJ Prof.
That's a point. What she's saying, ukuthi inini ndakaregister ndo register muward 15 kuMount Pleasant, then nonzwa kuti zita rangu inini riri kuward 7 kuBulawayo, ramboenda sei ikoko, handakuregistra ikoko kai. My slip is saying my name is here. So by law, ZEC must supposed to notify, or not only notify, but to consult with the person. Kuti maybe, for example, delimitation pana patakwisa van 2000 chete. Iwewe wa munhu wechi 2001. We are going to remove you from this ward to the next ward, which is closer to you, which is closer in convenience. That's what the Electoral Act says. But you find out to munhu anodzosera kumba zvinzi izvoni zita rako harisi paanapa. Wofunza kuti the commissioners, you are here, zita rangu riri kupi? They don't tell you where your name is. Now it's your responsibility again kunotsvaka zita rako kwavariisa, but yet varivo variisa ikoko. That's uncalled for. Or I had some instance, I think in one of the updates, kuti munhu adzoserwa kumba achinzi anzi zvoni chitupa chako chasakara. So now I have to be violated my right to vote because chitupa changu chasakara. Was I the person akaenda kumakombe or whatever the registrar office kuti ndipe chitupa chepepa? Because they used to give us chitupa chepepa. So if you give me chitupa chepepa and ndine chitupa chepepa icho chonduzori chasakara, but the name, my name is in the voters roll, why can't you allow me to vote mumotaura neregistrar kuti vandipe chitupa chinyuwani? Is it my fault kuti makaminyima chitupa ndikagara nechitupa chakasakara? So some of the reasons are not pure one, kuti this is the reason why you cannot vote here, or the reason why you be turned away to vote, are not actually the voters' fault. They are fault of the government, and they are fault of the offices or the branches of the government. They must be able to correct those things before. Not to go back kumba usina kuvota just merely because chitupa chasakara, just merely because you changed my name without my consent. You did not notify me, you didn't consult with me, but we are changing your name to another word. Yet ndine slip yakanyorwa kuti this is your word, this is where you are going to vote. The polling station booth number B, you are supposed to vote here, and wenda pamazita onzi zita rako haripo panapa. That's not called for. So I said it earlier on that I will going to comment again Yema assisted voters. I saw a number of people vari kubetserwa kuvhota 30, 32, 18, 16, whatever. The only problem that we might not know now as change people is that vanhu ava ndevapi. Vanhu ava ndevapi? Are they the people who are
We tackle whole data.
mentally challenged, or are they people
voting style of assisting?
Okay. Sorry, Champion Estelle, I just have to meet you there because we're hearing a feedback there. So we want to know kuti vanhu ava ndevapi vasingakwanisi kuzvinyorera, because the reason yekuti they are old people, that for me, this is, I'm speaking personally, it can't work. ZANU-PF won election 1980 by those people voting. They were not assisted to vote. They know where to put an X. Why now they are allowed to put an X? I mean, they're assisted to put an X somewhere. When in 1980, they were not assisted to vote by anyone. Are they mentally challenged? If they are mentally challenged, are they in a good position to say, I want to vote here and I want this one to vote for me? Are they illiterate? Maybe. But are they illiterate to the extent that they cannot put a cross? To say a cross is put here. You know the person that you want to vote for, put a cross. Or maybe are those people who were short-sleeved by ZANU-PF in 2008? We want to know. Kuti havana maoko here ekuti vazvivotere vega. So I'm trying to find out what is actually the reason why we have that high number that is assisted to vote in a ward. We are talking of a by-election in a ward. What about if you are going for a general election? How many people are going to be assisted to vote? In a constituency where an MP needs 9,000 people, we are only getting 35 people assisted when only 200 people voting. When we are going to have 18,000, Chirezi East, 37,000 people voting, how many assisted vote are we going to get? Does this translate to Zimbabwe has got 97 illiterate rate? No. So we want to know how can ZEC allow that to happen on their watch? That is ZANU-PF is doing that to people. Anyway, we have we have a comment here that I think we need to deal with. It comes from Leicester branch of the Triple C in they are saying, as we run up to the crucial elections in 2023 in Zimbabwe, Change Radio is appealing for donation to purchase equipment and the day-to-day operation of the station. Please donate by buying as a coffee using the link below. Thank you. So this is our plea to the public as Change Radio. I think Chief was here earlier on and he said that Change Radio isusu hatina millions anopiwa Radio Zimbabwe vati anzi dead BC hatina millions anopiwa dead BC, but always you get tell and confirmed or unwarranted news that they always get those millions to give news about ZANU-PF, about Mnangagwa, about ZANU-PF, about Mnangagwa, about ZANU-PF, about Mnangagwa, but not giving the news about what is happening in Zimbabwe. So please give us, I mean, it's a plea to that we need assistance from the general public. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Back to you, Leader Sophia. Just to Leader Stella, I think from the IT department, I am assisting you a bit this side because I just saw some unwarranted comments on Facebook, and then I just tried to block those comments. We have Illuminatis that are trying wherever the people are gathered, they bring some comments that are not warranted to bring, especially on the public platform like this. Thank you so much. Back to you, Peter Sophie.
Thank you so much, DJ Prof. And I think, you know what, is maybe we're rounding up because we're expecting the polling stations to be closing anytime, in the next 20 minutes. Maybe we can just have a few more audios and a few more videos. I know DJ Stella, you've got a lot. And then we can round off and come back as the results are coming in, and we can share those results as they are coming in. DJ Katazile, do you have anything that is burning that you want to share before Champion Estella shares the audios that she has?
No, for now I don't have. I'm still waiting.
Okay, great. Okay, so maybe Champion Estella, if you could take us through the audios and some of the videos. I know there was a banner that was just going through about Madam Boss being involved in an accident. And from the little information that we have, she was in an accident going towards Kadoma. And what we do know is that it was quite a bad accident. And but because people have not voted correctly in the past, and because ZANU-PF is a government of corruption, it's an illegal government, actually, an illegal government of corruption, looting and lying and thieves and violence. They have not built schools and hospitals, the basic, needs for humans, for Zimbabweans. They have not provided for that. Even though, Madam Boss had an accident in Kadoma, she had to go to hospital in Harare. So this is a clear wake-up call, a clear message to all the celebrities out there that, you know what, even if you don't register to vote, if you don't encourage people to register to vote and to vote, somehow, someway, the system will catch you. And somehow, someway, you will also feel the impacts of corruption and looting by this illegitimate government. So there are the pictures there of the video of the accident where Madam Boss, can you see how terrible that crash is? And for someone to be involved in that accident with the car looking like that, it's a miracle that someone came out alive. And for them to be coming out alive and badly hurt, there's no hospital close to where you are in Kadoma. You have to be ferried. If I'm not wrong, I think Kadoma is about 200 kilometers from Harare. You have to be ferried 200 kilometers to go to a hospital. And this is how people die. This is what we were talking about last week when those children unfortunately lost their lives in Inyanga. They were taken to a hospital that was not worthy to be called a hospital. It didn't even have doors or window panels. And this is unfortunately how we lost some of these children in that accident, because they were taken from the accident, taken to these makeshift facilities, so-called hospitals that are not worth any life, even for an animal to be in. And they deteriorate in that condition, and then unfortunately we lost children, innocent children, in an accident. And we have the same thing happening this week now. Today, a few hours ago, Madam Boss being involved in this accident and having to be ferried all the way to Harare just to get medical attention. So it's a clear wake-up call for these celebrities or so-called twelebs or whatever it is we want to call them, that, play your part, make your voice heard, encourage people to register to vote, use your platforms, use your influence, encourage people, encourage citizens to register to vote, encourage citizens to vote, and encourage citizens to usher in a new government that will build basic hospitals, that, you don't have to be ferried away 200 kilometers from an accident site to go to seek emergency medical treatment 200 kilometers from where you've had an accident. I don't know whoever, DJ Katazile, I don't know if we have still Chief Mambo Sose Champion Estella, if you just want to comment as well on that accident.
Yeah. I think what you said is quite on point. That I believe Madam Boss has, in a way, been affiliated with the ruling party. Uh, Same with those other celebrities or celebrities, as they call them. And there is this tendency in Zimbabwe that I've noticed, that when you talk to people about the situation in Zimbabwe, they say, yeah, but if you have your money and you set yourself up well, it's not that bad. you know there is this tendency that when people have things going well for them, they tend not to care so much about uh, the deteriorating economy, the facilities, because they can afford to get whatever they want whenever they want. They can have their own solar power at home, maybe a generator or a well to get water from. So they feel that they are sort of like insulated from the effects of the running down of our country. But as you pointed out earlier, uh, you can never know. Life holds surprises for us. You can never know what could happen tomorrow or on any day. And this is really, sadly, such an example of such a case where I'm sure Madam Boss felt that her life was okay. She wasn't suffering so much from the influences of the mismanagement of our country. But who would have thought that this could happen to her? It's very sad indeed, and I hope it can be a wake-up call to all our celebrities and even our ZANU PF political leaders, that even something like this can happen to any of them as well, that they're not insulated from the broken economy. And as you put it, when this happens, you are run to a hospital 200 kilometers away. And it would be better if when you get to that hospital, there are at least qualified, experienced personnel that can do something to save your life, and they have the equipment they need, they have the drugs they need. But it's like, yeah, you get to that hospital, which is 200 kilometers away, but they don't even have painkillers for you. And sometimes, even if you do have money, those things are not, they're out of reach. You can't fly doctors in from outside, surgeons in from outside. So really, it's a wake-up call to all of us, those who are in some way insulated from everything that's going on, that it's just in all of our interest to set our country in the right direction, so that we can all enjoy what we are what we have run to other countries to try and enjoy. But I did have a video. I don't know if Chief wants to say something. I see he's come on video. You're on mute, Chief.
Oh, yeah. I just want to add to what you're saying about people feeling insulated from the situation in Zimbabwe. It's true. Nobody should ever feel insulated, because one way or another, ZANU-PF's inadequacies, ZANU-PF's misgovernance of the economy will catch up with you. Whether you're in the diaspora or you're in Zimbabwe, you are going to feel the pain. You will feel the pain at one time or another. because when you go to Zimbabwe, you're going to drive in these bad roads. You're going to be falling in these potholes. You're going to be standing in the bank, trying to get your money that you may even fail to get. You're going to get injured. You're going to get sick, and you're going to go to that hospital where there's no medication, where there are no doctors, where there are no nurses. So your money or your comforter or comfort zone, wherever you are, whether you're ZANU-PF, you're benefiting from the system, it's not going to help you. It's not going to give you a doctor when you desperately need one. You're not going to get medication when you desperately need medication. You're not going to get oxygen when you desperately need it. So nobody is safe from what ZANU-PF is turned Zimbabwe into. And this is the reason why we'll continue to tell people that let us remove this government. If we don't remove it, we're going to have 5 more years of these inadequacies, 5 more years of looting, 5 more years of corruption, 5 more years of bad roads. They will even be worse. After 5 years, I am telling you, nothing is ever going to change with ZANU-PF. Don't ever fool yourself that one morning ZANU-PF will wake up and they're not looting. ZANU-PF will wake up and they're not beating people up that are protesting, that they're not doing well with the economy. They will not change. It's always going to be ZANU-PF. So let's educate our folks. Let's talk to our friends and relatives. Let's make sure that they understand what is happening. If a government or something that calls itself a government failed to change in 40 years, they did not do anything. Nothing, has improved. In fact, we have gotten worse. I'm speaking to people on the ground, and people are saying, Mugabe was better. And if you hear people saying Mugabe was better, we all know that Mugabe was a devil. So, who can be better than a devil? What situation can be better than a devilish situation? So, really, Zimbabweans, let's take heed. Let's not be fooled. ZANU-PF is never going to change. Right now, we are seeing that car from Madam Boss. If you can put it again up, Estela, it's really bad. The roads in Zimbabwe are so bad, and I pray that she's going to find the help that she needs. I know Councillor Maduku, one of our councillors, was actually saying that he's rushing there so that he can see if she is well. Yeah, I think he happens to be in Kadoma. So, of course, we pray for Madam Boss, but we know that we know what she has been doing. We know that she belongs to the other side, or that she has been lured to the other side. Personally, I think she's just being used. She's also a victim, just like many Zimbabweans are. So we pray for her. We are Change Radio. We stand for citizens. Whatever she does, as a Change Radio, we say, get well soon, Madam Boss. We pray for you. That's who we are. And I think just moving away a little bit from Madam Boss's issue, we should be given our kudos as Change Radio, because we just report things as they are. I know some people say we are partisan. Yes, we are partisan, but where something has happened, we report it accurately, like we are doing today. We have been telling people that the election, according to the reports on the ground, has been peaceful in most of the areas, and we are reporting it as it is. But where there is violence, we are going to point out that there's been violence. Where people are being killed, we'll point out that people are being killed. Where people are being persecuted, we'll point out that people are being persecuted. And that today we are hearing that there is a peace in some of the wards, and we report it as is. So I think people will give us some slack on that. But the issue of Ahmad and Bossa is very sad. As you can see, that picture, it's really bad. So we pray for her to get well soon and recover from that accident. And to all those that are being used by ZANU-PF, please know that you're just being used. When ZANU-PF is done with you, they will throw you away like a condom. Now, ana team vias, Lilian team vias, are kuchema. vakamhanya vakaenda kuZANU-PF vakati taama-commissioner. And now she's no longer a commissioner, they were removed. Ari kutambura, we hear they want to come back. So just know that when ZANU-PF comes for you, they want something from you. They either want your vote or they want you to support them one way or another. Or if you are in politics, they just want to use you for their political gains. And then after they've gotten what they want, like in the case of Tim Vyasa and those that went to ZANU-PF, ZANU-PF was just trying to divide or break down CCC or MDC then. They tried to do that, they failed. Now they know that they have nothing, they don't have anything that they need from Tim Vyasa. They're throwing them away. So musatambiswe musaitiswe neZANU-PF. Let's remain focused. The only because we are 9 months away from an election. The only person who is going to save Zimbabwe right now is President Chamisa. He's our biggest hope. He's millions of people's biggest hope. He's our biggest step forward. Let's not be fooled. And the total zvitaura izvozvi kuti endai munovhotera vaChamisa. Tatopa election period. Hatichangotaura kuti endai munoregister kuvhota. Taurira munhu wekunovhotera. Kana asingade zvake oregedza. But unenge wamuudza kuti this is the best person that we have at the moment. Go and vote for him if Zimbabwe is going to change. Otherwise, we'll continue to have, these problems, these issues that we continue to have. Back to you, Sophie.
Indeed, we'll continue to have these problems if we don't change this and remove this illegitimate government. Like what DJ Katazile said, that the only thing left to us to do is to remove this ZANU-PF government. So I don't know, maybe Champion Estella, you can have those audios and then we can just call it a day. Well, not call it a day, but just take a short break as the polling stations are closing. And then we will come back to be announcing the results as and when they are coming in.
I received a phone call not long ago from someone who said he's sending updates from Topo. So I'm just waiting to receive those. I can forward them to the group and you guys can read them out loud. They haven't come in yet.
Okay, that's perfect, yeah.
But I did have a short clip from Facebook.
Okay.
Yes, concerning Madam Boss. Maybe I could just flight that before.
Yes, please. That would be great. Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a serious accident. How did you see that, DJ Katazile?
Yeah, ibuhlungu, it's very painful. Mostly if you can take someone's situation into your shoes, uyifile ukuthi injani, uyizwe la ubuhlungu bakhona, uya-understand ukuthi kuhamba njani. But if you don't take the situation into your shoes, uyabe ungayi-understand ukuthi kuhamba kanjani. Uyabona i-situation ehlangene lo Madam Boss, though engasowethu, but ibuhlungu ngoba naye ulabantwana. Ibuhlungu i-situation enjalo. Kuyikuthi omunye umuntu uhamba ngamachopa elizweni elilemgwaqo efileyo kanjalo. someone is hiring choppers, going everywhere, wherever he feels like he can go, usebenzisa amachopper. Thina imigwaqo ifile, ifahlakele, izibhedlela azinamithi, yena uhamba lama-health ministers akhe ochiwenga bayahamba bayelatshwa eChina. Thina siyayibona i-accident eyenzakale kuMadam Boss. How many kilometers from lapha yenzele khona i-accident ukuthi aze ayethola isibhedlela, aze athole usizo. Uyayibona ukuthi buhlungu kanjani. And ma efika esibhedlela ethola ukuthi ama-doctors awekho, they are on strike, angeke besebenze phela bengaholi. Uzosebenza kanjani ungaholi? Unabantwana, unemuli, bafuna ukuya esikolo, bafuna ukusupport. Niyayibona ukuthi i-situation esihlangana layo eZimbabwe buhlungu kanjani. That's only what I can say for now.
It's a very painful situation indeed, the situation we're facing in Zimbabwe. And what makes it more painful, like you rightly point out, is that it's the ordinary Zimbabweans, it's me and you, who suffer the most. Just the top few, ED and these Chiwengas are the ones that can afford to fly in helicopters. They don't know how bad these roads are. They just celebrate a few kilometers, 5 or 10 kilometers of a highway that was resurfaced between Mashingo and Bait Bridge. But the rest of the road, to be honest, it's a death trap. And this is the same situation like what you're rightly saying, that Madam Boss found herself in this accident because the road is just terrible. It's pathetic. And they don't see that. ED doesn't see that. Inca doesn't see that because they're flying around in choppers. And they actually have the nerve to come out and say in parliament, Chiwenga was saying that the nurses and doctors are coming back into Zimbabwe because it's cold out there in the diaspora. Telling blatant lies, a grown man, shamelessly. He has no shame to sit and lie to the nation that nurses and doctors are coming back into the country when we know for a fact that hundreds, if not thousands of Zimbabweans are going for the Red Cross courses so that they can go and be nurse aides, medical assistants in the UK, in Australia, outside the country, outside Zimbabwe. So it's very unfortunate that we find ourselves in this situation where the leadership or the people that are supposed to be leading the country have no people at heart. They only know to fly in choppers. They only know to go to China, to go to Dubai for the medical issues whenever they have sicknesses. It's very, very painful, like what Champion Estella said as well, that even if you go to these hospitals, supposing you find a hospital that is open and maybe has a few staff there, because the rest of the staff, the honest truth is that they have left the country to seeking for greener pastures. But if you do go to a hospital, you might find that they're telling you that there is no paracetamol. A simple painkiller like paracetamol, you'll be told that there is no paracetamol in the hospitals. I know this is true for a fact because I lost an aunt, my uncle's wife, my mother's brother. She passed away. She had stage 4 cancer of the esophagus. And there was no even pain ease, a common, paracetamol, a common aspirin in Zimbabwe. There was no paracetamol to give her. And the doctor actually transferred us to go to the Chinese herbs, to buy Chinese herbs to try and heal the wounds that were, she was suffering from. And then actually another one actually said, there's no paracetamol and there's no, strong medication to stop the pain for cancer. It's very painful. Maybe she should try smoking marijuana so that she gets out of the pain. I cannot get over this. It's ridiculous. When you talk to someone and you say it, even saying it out now, to me, it seems like a movie. It seems it's fake. But this is the advice. This is what is going on in our beloved country. So if we don't register to vote, Zimbabweans, if we don't vote, if we don't defend our vote, if we don't usher in a new government, we are going to be in serious trouble. Can you imagine another 5 more years of these incompetent old men who are so arrogant to stand in front of a whole country and say that healthcare workers are coming back into the country in droves because it's cold out there? 5 more years of ED saying to the teachers that ndafara that ma-teachers muri kuti pamberi naidi ndokunwirai mvura. I don't know, Champion Estella, if you have that video. 5 more years of this ridiculousness, 5 more years of this arrogance, 5 more years of messing up the economy, of looting, of corruption, of thieving, of violence, of killing. We cannot do this. We cannot do this. And I'm very happy with the numbers that were coming out. I will just give you a brief report of Matobo that Champion Estella.
Before you go to the update, Sophie, Panemuna Chamoyo Panaba Barbara has been unable to join the cast here, but she wants to say something about Madam Boss. She's on my other phone. I'll try to put your Bluetooth here. Barbara, you can go ahead. I think you can hear. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear. Sophie. Barbara, you can go ahead.
Hi, thank you so much, Chief. Am I audible?
Yes.
Very. Okay. Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Zimbabwe. Lingabi livuka njani lachona njani nimthwakazi omuhle emagumbini amane wonke omhlaba. Thank you so much, team, Change Radio team, for a wonderful job. I've been listening on YouTube. The program is just flowing, and the information that you are giving the people, this is what we should do, giving people information, giving people stories as they happen. And, big up, thumbs up, Change Radio for doing this. I can see so many comments, people are commenting, people are happy. Coming to Madam Boss's story, the accident, it's very unfortunate that such an accident has happened. I understand Madam Boss was going to Kadoma, where she was going to be an MC at a show ya Japreza na Makazi. She was going to be an MC there. So as you can see, these people, when they dine with the dictator, when they dine with the regime, Mnangagwa regime, when they dine with a terrorist government, these people, they are so-called celebrities in Zimbabwe, but you will never hear them speak about people that are voiceless. You never hear them speaking for the voiceless, because they've got the opportunity to speak for those that they've got no voices because of what they are doing. They are socialites. They should be speaking bad about the government. They should be denouncing every bad act, but they choose to dine with the detector. Now, she's involved in an accident. It's very unfortunate. It's not that we are rejoicing, but we just want to let the people see the kind of the government that they serve. ZANU-PF, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ZANU-PF is a government that does not even have people at heart. They are so corrupt to the extent that they forget to provide basic facilities, basic things like when I was in labor with trade union. There are 8 socio-economic rights that a person should have, that should be provided by the government, whether they like it or not. Those socio-economic rights, they are very key. The right to life, the right to education, right to electricity, right to clean water, not only but clean water, right to decent accommodation or decent housing, right to health facilities. And there are so many. There are 8 social. I can't finish all of them, but I think I've stated the most important ones, Chief. Even social security, we find not even there. People are suffering. Pensioners are suffering. Teachers are suffering. Everyone is suffering. You know, if my heart or my mind is boggles when people support who support ZANU-PF, when they also fall into that category of people that are being denied those rights. Uchiona vanhu vachisapota hurumende iri kutadza kuvapa marights iyaya. Isusu tinogara kuma developed countries, I'm in the UK. Those 8 socio-economic rights, they are there, chief. Aumatsvagi. You know, it's a right. Nasi ndikamgotakura background ndikandoti I'm homeless. Ndotsvagirwa imba chop chop. Ndikangoti I'm jobless. Ndakutopiwa. Here inonzi universal credit. You know, I choose whether ndoda kushanda or I don't want to work. I'm provided. I'm given everything. Right now, if I fall sick, I get everything. I get all the health facilities, the attention, you know, everything. The systems are working. The road network is just good. Even, you know, I choose. If I'm going to a next city, I can go by train, I can go by bus, I can go by car, I can go by plane without any hassles. Everything is just reachable, and it's affordable, and you accessible. Availability, accessibility, affordability, all those things, you get them. But in Zimbabwe, Madam Boss has just been referred to Harare. Everything, everyone must go to Harare. You know, issue of devolution that they are not even worried about. That is there even in the constitution. They are not worried about devolution. People are suffering. People in Matebeleland are suffering. People in Mashonaland are suffering. In Manicaland, people are suffering. Mashingo, Peru, Midlands, people are suffering. So let's go to that Harare. Will Madam Boss get the correct or the medication? She won't, because even in Pararenya, there's nothing. Not even paracetamol, like Sophie was saying. There's nothing in Pararenya. There's nothing. West End Clinic, a private hospital, it has been closed. Why? Because they are failing to run it. Who is going there? The fees are exorbitant. It's not affordable to go there. So at the end of the day, so Zimbabweans, we are in a mess. Zimbabwe is in a mess, is in a crisis. And we are here, we are telling people about these by-elections. These are President Nelson James Hakati, this this is a starter meal. The main meal is coming in 2023. So people should register to vote. And if you are polling stations, I think the other thing that we're supposed to do as Change Radio is to tell people about this mapping process. Yana Comrade Freeman Chari. People should register, should check polling station now. Very registered, you know, the process. I think we should maybe do a live on this mapping process. These by-elections I had Freeman Chara achiti ari kuti batsira kuti achatiita kuti tigone kuona kuti zviri kushanda here, because next year our elections tinenge tichishanda netechnology, inenge iri tech nezek. So we want to see kuti this mapping process iri kushanda here. So we should, by all means, tinofana conscientize, raise awareness to the people, even those that are in the rural areas. They should be able to map their polling stations so that they know exactly which polling station they can find their names. So I just say to Madam Boss, just get well soon. But you know, if your friends or your peers are listening, tell Madam Boss to speak for the voiceless. Vasiane dying with the NM or the detector. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Barbara. I think the biggest solution to the problem we have is for us to go and register to vote and encourage people to register to vote en masse. It works. It has worked in Lesotho. You look what happened there. People just got angry with the situation and they went to register to vote. They turned out in their millions. And Lesotho is now free. The ruling party did not even win anything. They did not even win even one constituency. And I'm saying this so that I encourage someone that it is possible. We can do we can do it in Zimbabwe. Nelson Mandela used to say, it always looks impossible until it is done. Who would have thought that a ruling party in Lesotho that was terrorizing citizens a few months ago would fail to win even one constituency? So, if people do their part, if citizens do their part, if all of us, we just do what we need to do, because it is an obligation for you to go and register to vote. It's an obligation for you to go and vote. If you have papers, you are in South Africa, if you are not going to vote, if you have not registered to vote, you don't have an excuse. You do not have an excuse. You need to go and register to vote. Those in Botswana, those in Zambia, I'm telling you, folks, let's do it. Inini, when it comes to voting, ndototaura ndakazvimiririra ndichanzotaura ndichiti enda unoregister kuvhota, because I know kuti vanhu vanonga kuti hey chief munongotaura hamusi paground, hey chief munotaura nekuti muri kuamerica. Inini I'm a registered voter. I check my name every now and again, I see my name is there. I've never missed an election. I always vote, and I fly to go and vote. So hakuna zvaunozonitaura nekuti hanzi hausi paground, because vote yangu inenge iripo pana Nero. My vote is going to be counted in 2023. So if you are in South Africa, in Botswana, you are in a neighboring country, go and do the right thing. Go and register to vote. Otherwise, like Sophie was saying, we have 5 more years of this corruption, 5 more years of looting, 5 more years of brutality. We don't need that. We can change that by just going to register to vote. Back to you, Sophie.
Thank you so much, Chief, and thank you so much, Champion Barbara, for that really insightful those comments, and for reminding Zimbabweans that, you know what, we are no less than the other citizens of the world. We also deserve those good roads. We also deserve that healthcare that if you walk in, if you get hurt, even if you cut your finger a little bit, you can walk into a health facility and get treated. We also deserve those trains, those trams, the boats. We also deserve just to fly wherever we want to go within our country. You know, we used to have airports in Mashingo, in Buffalo Range, in Mutare, Bulawayo, Victoria Falls, everywhere. I want to mention Kariba. But they're no longer being serviced. They're no longer working because of this regime that has looted everything. Is Zimbabwe right now, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, DJ Katazile and Champion Estella, is Air Zimbabwe flying any plane at this moment? We at independence, we had over 23 aircrafts, over 23, state of the art at that time. Now, do we even have an aeroplane that is flying?
I doubt it.
Doubt very much. Doubt very much. So
very much.
Exactly, this is what Champion Barbara was saying, that, you know, what the other citizens of the world have is also what we deserve. And we can only get that, Zimbabweans, I won't even lie to you, we can only get that if we usher in change and we vote for change in 2023. I guarantee you that we'll walk into hospitals and get medical treatment, deserving medical treatment. We'll get clean water running in our taps. If we have any water running in the taps, I challenge you to take that water, and I guarantee you it is not clean water. You've got particles, you've got green, brown particles in that water. It's not clean. You know, we also deserve the good roads that we can travel on. But maybe let me just take through the Matobo update that you had sent, and then maybe we can have a clip or a video, and then just close this part of the broadcast while we're waiting for the result. This is from Matobo Ward 2 election data, and I'll go by polling station. Dry Paddock A had 511 registered voters, and by 5 o'clock, 263 had cast their vote, 8 were turned away, and 4 were assisted. The turnout at 5 o'clock was 51.5%. In Dry Paddock B, there were 512 registered voters, Of those, 289 had voted, 17 were turned away, 10 were assisted. That translated to a 56.4% turnout rate. In 2D1 polling station, there were 645 registered voters. Of those, 373 had cast their votes as at 5 p.m. today. 25 people were turned away and 37 were assisted. 37 assisted voters. That translated to a 57.8% turnout rate. In Sinkamaswe, we had 469 registered voters. Of those, 296 had cast their votes at 5 p.m. today. 17 were turned away and 18 were assisted voters. That translated to 63.1% of the turnout votes. In total, in Matobo Ward 2, 2,137 were registered voters. By 5 p.m. today, 1,194 people had cast their votes. 67 were turned away. 69 were assisted voters, and that translated to a 55.9% turnout rate. So that was at 5 p.m. in Matobo Ward 2. I think for now, maybe it's up to us just to say thank you to the listeners and viewers for being with us so far. But do stay tuned, because as the results are coming in, we will be letting you know as and when as they're coming in. So stay tuned to Change Radio for fresh and the latest results as they're coming in from the different areas where we had by-elections today. I don't know, DJ Katazile, do you have any parting words that you want to give to the listeners and viewers? And then we can go to Champion Estella and finally Mambo Shoshe.
No, for now I don't have anything to say.
Just waiting for the victory.
yeah, and we are going to win.
Yes. Champion Estella, do you have any parting thoughts for now? Because we will be back with the results. Champion Estella?
Sorry, on a call. I'm on a call.
Oh, okay, no worries. Okay, we'll go to Chief.
All right. So yes, thank you, everyone. As Sophia said, we will be back so that we give you the results as they begin to trickle in. But just know that we have 6 by-elections that are going on. 5 in the rural areas, and they were won by ZANU-PF or stolen by ZANU-PF, rigged by ZANU-PF. But this time around, we are there, and people have turned out to go and vote. And we are hoping that we are going to snatch 2 or 3 wards from ZANU-PF. It will be huge if we can do that. We look set to retain Mutare, Danga Mvura, where people have turned out in mass, and it's very promising. We should be able to get 2 or 3 words from there. And we promised you that we'll be talking to Honorable Chidziva. Later on, we'll also be talking to Deputy Election Secretary Ellen Shiriedenga, who is in Insiza, and we'll try to get as much as we can on the updates, especially on the results. Right now, yes, we might be breaking away from here, but I'm telling you, everyone who is here will be chasing the people in their various wards so that they get as much information for the people. We'll be back in an hour, and we'll start giving you the results as they come in.
Thank you, Mambo Sose. Champion Estella, I don't know if you're through with the call yet.
Yes, I'm off the call now. That was one of our point persons. He said he might be joining us here in StreamYard. You know him, Champion Katazele. That's the one who was reporting on Matopo too. Yeah. So are we done? Are we closing down?
Okay, I don't know what was going on. Maybe it was my network, but it was going round, round, round.
Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe your network was.
Yeah. But anyway, I think maybe we can just part with the listeners and viewers for now and just ask them sit tight, hold on. We will be back with the results as they are coming in. So stay tuned to Change Radio. I know a lot of you have been with us through this marathon, and I just want to thank you. And stay tuned and get it first on Change Radio. And I think maybe that's it for now. So thank you so much. Maybe before we go, just a few comments.
Comments, I think.
Would you like to read some of the comments as they are coming in? Just a few. Oh, she can't hear me. Okay, I'll just read 2 or 3, then we can close up. Yeah. Isaac Piri is saying, tell us the reasons why some people were turned away. Isaac, we are just getting that information as well from the people on the ground. And as soon as we get the information, proper information and reliable information, we'll be the first to break that to you. General Kayemba says, please, for the sake of Triple C reputation, let's try not to politicize everything, e.g. Tyrus accident. Politics aside, please. General Kayemba, we cannot separate politics from the ordinary day-to-day living. I can see you on the photo there that, everything is going on well there. But I'll just tell you a simple thing, if we don't talk about how, for example, the city of Harare is looting and we cannot get chemicals to get the water treatment facility up and running, and so we cannot get water into our homes. It means kuti hamuchagezi mochena-chena zvamakaita izvi, hamuchakuonekeriwo makanyatsoita munhu kwaye because there's no water, and it all boils down to politics. If your child, supposing you have a child, gets sick today with a simple thing like measles, measles was eradicated in 1987 worldwide. But in Zimbabwe, we had hundreds of children dying from measles in the past month. So, this is because of the government and of the officials in government stealing money that was supposed to go for the measles vaccinations, inoculations that children are supposed to get when they are born and when they are young, but those children have not gotten those vaccinations. So measles is coming in and saying, and coming in and infecting those children, and those children, we have lost so many children, especially in Manicaland, who died from measles. So you know what? Politics is a daily thing. And if you don't do politics, like what Champion Barbara says, if you don't do politics, politics will do you. So, we have to talk about, call a spade and talk about exactly what it is. We're talking about terrorist accident is possibly because of bad roads or possibly because of the car was not serviced properly. But she is now in a situation where she is in need of emergency medical assistance, and she cannot get that in Kadoma because there are no hospitals to treat people. So she has to be taken 200 kilometers away. If we don't link that to the politics at play, the politics of today, how can we resolve that? How can we resolve that? We cannot resolve that. So for the sake of the whole of Zimbabwe, and then to you, my brother, General Kayemba, we need to talk about politics, and we need to see how politics is affecting our day-to-day living.
In fact, Champion Sophia, for me, this sort of showcases one of the biggest problems, the reasons why we are where we are today, the fact that our understanding of politics is a little removed from reality. We think of politics as this game of power where we cheer on as Ngonzora, puts on a show and takes uh, Harvest House and whatever. And then we think he's smart for that because we don't realize that the real purpose of politics is to develop a country and to improve the livelihoods of citizens. That is the real purpose of politics. It is sad that politics has been played as a game so long in our country that we actually now think that that's what politics is. That is not politics. That is what, players in Zimbabwe have turned politics into. But if you go into progressive countries, if you study how politics is done, at the core of every political move is the well-being of the civilians. And this is why politicians in those countries are accountable to civilians. And this is why they work hard to keep the masses happy, because if they don't, heads are rolling. So this is one thing that we really, really need to fix in our understanding of politics. Zvatiruita kuzimbabwe hadzisi politics. Those are childish games. Politics should and is only about, the well-being of our citizens.
Very true. It's a childish game that is very costly because it has cost us a lot of lives in Zimbabwe. We've lost so many people, to illnesses, or, for example, Tyra's accident now that could have been prevented. We're talking about the Tinwell children that we lost last week. Some of them lives could have been saved, but because politics has destroyed the country, or the lack of proper politics has destroyed the country. So we are where we are now. I don't know, Champion Estella, maybe someone is coming in and then we close and then we can come back with the results.
Yes, actually, two people came in. We have Champion Denford Jory, who is himself from Buhera, and he is one of the people who was giving us updates from Buhera. Yes, and we also have DJ Katezele. You could introduce our other new guest. I don't think I got his name.
I can't see the person.
He's the brother of our champion Bajila.
Oh, Bajila. Okay, it's Pagamani Moyo. Pagamani Moyo from Rustenburg in South Africa.
Okay.
Yes, it's decent Bajila's young brother.
Wonderful. You're very welcome, Champion. I'm just going to ask you just to give us your thoughts on what was going on in the by-elections and the general situation as we go into the 2023 elections.
Either of you can go.
Generally, I just wanted to let you know about. I just wanted to let you know about what actually transpired in Matobo Ward 2. They said for today there was no voter intimidation there. Only the skirmishes that happened a few days back, and those from my rural area, they are being threatened. Their life, it seems, is in danger. That's what I've just received from Matobo Ward 2.
So they are being intimidated right now as we speak.
For today, they said the situation was calm, but for the past few days, there were some intimidations from the members of the opposition party, ZANU-PF.
Yeah, so these are the tactics.
That's what I just wanted to let you know.
No, thank you so much for your input, and thank you so much for taking time to come and discuss and be part of this conversation. We will wait to hear as well from the results. But this is a clear move by ZANU-PF. You're right to call it the opposition, because they are the opposition. They have rigged the last elections. They did not win. They are by law, rightfully, they are the opposition. But these are the tactics that they use to intimidate normal citizens and voters. But I'm glad that people still went out to vote, and let's see what the results say after they've been tallied. Thank you so much for joining us and being part of the conversation. Is Citizen Jory also available?
Yes, good day to everybody. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Thank you so much. You can go ahead and give
Yes.
us your comments on today's by-elections and the general path to 2023.
Okay. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak. And as you rightfully said, leader Estella, there that we have been bringing about the updates of what has been happening, particularly in Boera district. I'm not too sure. I can hear a bit of an echo. Someone's mic is on.
Okay, maybe you can go ahead, Champion Jory.
Okay, that's all right. So I think I just wanted to quickly highlight that in as much as we can applaud today's the proceedings having been so peaceful, but I always want to highlight that an election is we don't need to confine it only on a polling day. We need to actually explain it from the campaigns during the polling day and soon after the election. So what has just happened today could not broadly be proclaimed to be something that has been peaceful and non-violent, because we really know what transpired in Matebeleland. They luckily in Boera, even during the preparation for today, I haven't yet, just a little bit of some skirmishes that we had, but generally speaking, there hasn't been any cases of violence. So it is something to applaud for, in particular in Boera. So I think that is what I wanted to say. And also, I'm not too sure what people would want to say in as far as the assisted voters and those who have been retained. Does it reflect the fact that I'm working with the numbers that I got in Ward 24 in Boera, that there's a particular polling station, is it Mzokomba tent, where we only had, out of the more than 300 voters, we only had 9 assisted voters. It's an improvement. I'm not too sure if it is because of literacy, especially considering that it is in the rural areas, but it's something to applaud about, not knowing about other constituencies. This is what I would want to say. And maybe lastly, I also want to talk. I heard you guys talking about the difference between our politics and other countries, to say it's just a child's play in our country. Our country is heavily polarized to an extent that if one is defined as triple C, then he's an enemy, and if he's from the other side, then is a perpetrator of violence. We need to actually teach ourselves. We need to propagate information that can bring people together. And because even if we've got a political diversity, we've got divergent views in our politics, we just need to first define ourselves as Zimbabweans. Quickly to say, I had problems just a few days ago when I had somebody who would have wanted to he help villagers in our rural home with drilling boreholes, and because of bureaucratic challenges that are there, they will simply say, unless and until you approach the presidential office, or if you go to the councillors and so on, there's nothing that you have to happen. The project has to be done by ZANU-PF people, and if it can be done, then it means development cannot happen within your villages. So it's pathetic and it's very difficult. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much to both our champions for joining and being part of the conversation, and for your very insightful comments regarding the by-elections and the general path to 2023 in Zimbabwe next year. But for now, I think maybe the polling stations have closed and counting is underway. So we'll just take a short break, and do stay tuned, stay with us, stay on Change Radio, and we will be giving you live, and as they come in, the results from the by-elections. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you.
Champion Sophia. There is breaking news that
Oh, yeah.
Champion
Breaking
Palmer
news.
just. Yeah, let me see if I can flight it.
Thank you.
From Twitter, which Champion Palmer just sent in.
Mhm.
Yeah. Can you see well enough to read it?
Yes, it says no to violence. That is the image there.
Yes.
And it's from the Citizens Coalition for Change Twitter handle. It says by elections update, we are receiving reports that ZANU PF members are mobilizing their thugs in Gweru to go and cause chaos in Chirumanzu. 4 vehicles have been dedicated to transport the thugs. We call on at Police Zimbabwe, that is the ZRP, to bring these perpetrators of violence to book. So there we go. The by-elections update, the Triple C actually reporting that ZANU PF is mobilizing their thugs in Gweru to go and cause chaos in Chirumanzu, in which they have provided 4 vehicles belonging to ZANU PF, paid for by taxpayers, which is you and I. So we are paying for these vehicles to go and cause violence on our people, ordinary citizens as you and I. And they've dedicated the transport to these thugs. And the Triple C goes on to say, we are calling on at Police Zimbabwe, the ZRP, to bring these perpetrators of violence to book. Yeah, so they're obviously not happy about the voter turnout that happened. Maybe they're expecting something else, but the intimidation continues and the violence continues. And the Triple C is there rightfully calling for a hashtag no to violence movement, that we are a party that does not accept or does not facilitate or call for violence. We are a peaceful party and we encourage at all times peace to reign in Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for that breaking news, Champion Estella.
Maybe we can call on those who are prayerful to pray and prevent any lives from being lost or any people from getting harmed.
Yes, that is actually a very good idea and very, very important in our lives. As you know, we are a movement that believes in higher power, and we call on those who can actually lead us in prayer to for peace to reign in Chirumans where they're going, and also as well if we can get hold of our people on the ground, just to get their members to first of all to assure their members or to encourage their members to stay in safe areas if it means that they are in large groups, so that they prevent being victims of these thugs going to intimidate or to be violent towards them. And second of all, to be alert and to report anything as it happens so that it can be exposed and possibly bring the thugs to a stop in their orgy of violence. And thirdly, just to encourage the citizens of Chirumanzu and everywhere else, to actually not participate or fight back in this violence, because we also what happened in Yatsime. Actually, the people in Yatsime were actually not fighting back, but we've got people who were the victims of violence but are now behind bars. So we urge the people of Chirumanzi, even if ZANU PF comes to you with violence, do not fight back. We know that is their strategy to try and get the opposition, the Triple C, to draw them into the fighting ring so that we can actually be arrested and be abused and tortured, as we're seeing in the case of the Tsime 17. I don't know, Champion Estella, maybe we can call for prayer on different platforms, on Twitter, on Facebook, on here on radio as well. We've got our champion DJs who are spiritual leaders and can actually come through at this moment to pray for Chirumanzu and to pray for this activity that is happening or that is anticipated to happen in Chirumanzu, for peace to reign in Chirumanzu.
Yes, absolutely. We do have people like DJ Carol If you're listening in, please do start a Zoom meeting or something like that, so we can pray for peace to prevail in Guero.
Yeah. But thank you so much for having been with us. We will keep you updated on the situation in Chirumanzi as it's unfolding, as well as on the election results as they are coming in. But to our guests and to all the panelists that have been with us, have joined and left, DJ Prof, Mambo Sose, DJ Katazile, Champion Estella, Champion Denford Jory, Champion Pagamani, everyone else who has come through, and of course myself, Sophia Tekwani. Thank you so much for joining us, and stay tuned. We will be bringing you the election results as they come in. Have a good evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are.
Thank you.
Yes. And goodbye, viewers and listeners.
Thank you. Maybe DJ Stella, you can just play the video from the so-called president of Zimbabwe who was talking nonsense to the teachers.
Okay.
That we must not vote for this. We cannot have five more years of this.
No. No ways.
And they will be treasured.
So we are coming back after an hour, okay?
Andaimbofunga nezvinogara zvitaugwa nenoizi inobva kusekita iyi kuti tichangani pamberi neZANU-PF rega ndimumamvura ndakumwirai mvura maticha.
Zvinonyadzisa izvi.
Yeah. Let me end the live.